And we are live at the 2015 North American Parkour Championships. We're here at Origins Parkour in beautiful Vancouver, Canada. I'll be your host, Frosty Fresh.
And I'm your other host, Brian A. Prince.
And we are excited to be kicking off this year's North American Parkour Championships. Tons of great athletes from all around the world. This is the first year they've opened it up to international athletes. Super excited to see this. As you can see, we've got a packed gym. Definitely feel the energy here. You can tell everybody is just on the edge of their seats. There's so much palpable energy. I feel like everybody's just waiting for this to kick off, and it's been building all weekend. I'm really excited after seeing the warm-ups, just what some of the people were throwing, not only in the freestyle, but in some of the speed and skill sections too. Who's your favorite in skills right now, Brian?
Oh, that's a loaded question. There's so many great athletes. I don't want to pick a favorite. However, I mean, Dylan Baker is one of them right now. And come on, like Dylan is a powerhouse, especially in the world of parkour right now. Dylan has speed, skill, and style, but in the skill event alone, I mean, he was busting out some really amazing runs in practice. So, I mean,
yeah,
I got to say, Dylan, like, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at Dylan pretty sure.
Yeah, Dylan and Dante were two of our pre-qualified athletes. They podiumed last year, so they didn't have to qualify. So we haven't gotten a chance to see them really take on the skills challenges. They definitely were doing an amazing job in practice. I know that Dante was having some trouble with the Lache challenge. But I have to say, one of my favorites right now is Daryl Stingley from Los Angeles, California. He's a Tempest Academy coach repping Hyper Team Swag Force here at today's event, and he was killing it on the Lache challenge during the qualifier. I think he had the highest score by like 3 or 4 points.
Absolutely.
I do know that at last year's competition, though, he suffered a really, really bad knee injury, and he's definitely favoring his right leg. So I think that the down strides in the Kong Stride Challenge are going to be the biggest challenge for him.
Right. Yeah, in these competitions, you know, you got to do a good job of pushing as hard as you can without endangering yourself. You know, you want to really make sure that you're within your limits, but at the same time trying to push them. I know that sounds completely redundant, but I mean that's the feel you got to have as a competitor.
Yeah, it's always important to know yourself as an athlete, what you're capable of, and also for someone like Daryl who's competing in skills and freestyle, he has to know how much energy do I have to maintain for this.
Yes.
And also, if he wants to get on that podium, what does he have to do? If he can win one of the skills challenges, he's also got to be able to bring that in the first challenge so that he can balance out against someone like Dylan who's going to do strong in both of the skill sets.
Yeah, Sid Mohorovich from Bellingham, Washington. He's representing Team Origins today. Another one of my favorite athletes. I met this guy last year, and I mean, he's been training before that, but even just the last year of watching him, he's improved so much. And so we're going to see him in the skill challenge, and he's definitely got to watch.
Yeah, one of our youngest competitors, 18 years old. This is his, he'll be coming out first in the skill challenge. He's also going to be coming out in the speed course. He actually just asked to represent Origins Parkour as of last night. I had the good fortune of being right there as they hooked him up. So I think everybody is really excited to see him. He's done a few open comps here at Origins and NATO, but this is his first big international competition.
Oh, here we go. Looks like we're getting started with the skill competition.
So in this skill contest, athletes will be getting two attempts on each one of these for the Kong Stride Challenge. And the way that it's going to work is depending on how many steps or feet each athlete uses on each of these boxes, making their way from that top Kong platform on top of the center stage all the way through to a rail pre on the final rail right in front of the audience. So when we get a broader view of the course, you'll be able to see exactly how far they have to go. But these are huge jumps, and they have to string them together. And each time they take an impact on 1 foot versus 2 feet is going to make a difference. So Sid's going to be coming up first.
Oh, the man we've been talking about, Sid Mohorovich.
All right, he's kicking it off here, setting up for that first Kong. Here he goes. Nice.
Into the first box.
Good pre-plyos.
To the bar.
Oh, makes it the final bar. He's got to stick it. And he holds it.
Very nice. The stick just gives him the cue. Okay, so as you see in this course, they're starting off on the stage, off the first box to the other 3, and then up to the bars. Now, it's going to give them more points if they're striding through the boxes, but obviously that's going to be the more difficult challenge as well. Very good attempt by Sid.
Yeah,
that
it was really clean, and you saw him really fight to stick that at the end. If the athlete does not stick that final rail pre, they lose all their points. So,
right, Jesse Clark for Collins. Going for the box. Oh, has to catch. Up into the rail.
Oh.
Doesn't quite stick that landing. It's going to hurt him in the points, but other than that, it was a pretty solid run. He's really going to want to, the competitors are really going to want to try to jump up to that first bar. Obviously, it's a huge jump up. I mean, we can't really justify it through the screen, but trust me, it's.
But he was able to take that first Kong to a stride, which will help his points.
Very
but
true.
falling on that rail is definitely going to take him down in execution.
All right, Brandon Douglas, Apex and Team Merm.
Oh, good strides.
Nice.
Oh,
Up to the bar. Oh, very nice.
So
very nice.
clean.
That was an amazing
With
attempt by
ease.
Brandon Douglas. Wow. Did you see the way he just box jumps right off that box onto that bar? That's like at least his size.
Yeah. Now, Brandon, definitely one of our top contenders for the speed course. On the skills, I know he was struggling a little bit with the Lache, but he definitely just crushed it. You can see on the replay.
That replay. Ooh.
2 strides up to that box jump, and then just nails that pre.
Right there on the balls of his feet. Perfect precision landing.
You can see the judges behind him definitely liking it, so they're going to be giving him good points on that execution.
All right, up next.
All right. Looks like Daryl should be going next, but we've got Dante and Dylan checking it out as well. They'll be going after Daryl. So I know Daryl, like I said, his left knee, you can see a little bit of that kinesio tape on it. That's where he injured himself. I think it was a MCL or ACL tear. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a really rough landing. Basically just took a big drop and tried to turn out of it right away.
Right.
Blew out his knee. He'd spent basically the last year recovering, really trying to get himself back in competitive position. Let's see what he comes through with here.
Oh, Daryl Stan. Here we go. Representing the Hyper Team Swag Force. Okay. Oh,
All right.
Kong.
Clean Kong pre, plyo, box from. Oh.
Okay, he goes for the catch. Into the pre. Ooh. Unfortunately, he slipped off that pre.
Yeah. He was able to hold it, so he will still get points for that, but it's not going to be the points he was looking for.
It was a good save, though. It was a good save. Better than just falling to the ground. He caught himself, went right back up.
I can tell right now, Daryl's a lot in his head. He has those plows fine. He's got tons of power. He can easily. I saw him get that pre during the qualifiers, no problem.
Yeah.
But look, even on the really small rail pre to finish it out, he just wasn't in his head right.
Yeah. It's hard to replicate the nerves that are here today. It's very tense right now.
Yeah. And this, of course, is the first event, so people are just getting into it. And Daryl also just finished his practice for style, whereas Dylan and Brandon and Jesse haven't been training for the style, so they haven't had as much that they've had to push on. But Dante Grazioli is going to be up next. Really strong in his plyos and jumps. He's got one of the biggest standing broad jumps in here. I think it's 11 feet. Huge explosive jumps. He and Dylan definitely have some of the biggest leaps in the game right now, much less just in this competition alone.
Absolutely. Wonder where they get it from him. Dante Grazioli, Apex movement athlete.
You can see him adjusting. He got a little rip working on that Lache challenge yesterday. He actually didn't even have to qualify for the skills event, but he was really training that Lache skill because he was having trouble with that continuous movement.
Right.
But we'll see if that affects him at all in this Kong. I don't think it's going to be too much trouble for him.
Okay, here goes Dante in the Kong.
Good Kong.
Into the stride.
No
Striding
problem.
through.
Oh.
Wow. Wow,
So
and he
nice.
sticks it. Oh, wow. That was some skill right there.
Very nice. Good strides from Dante, looking really light on his feet.
Yeah, it's looking really comfortable, too. That was a great
I'm
attempt by
thinking-
Dante. Let's watch the replay right here. Off the first Kong,
yeah.
right into the stride.
Yeah,
wow.
no problem. Redirecting. You see how he took it at that angle, sort of curving it through so he didn't have to redirect so much.
Judges were happy with that run.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
definitely gonna be
thinking
good for him.
Brandon and Dante probably won't want to redo their runs. They'll just keep with that score because their execution was great.
Here comes Dylan Baker up next.
Definitely one of the favorites for this event and for the speed. Dylan is like you said, he's a powerhouse. You know, he's been pushing it. Really, the only person who's been competing at his level is his teammate from Apex Movement and Merm, Brandon Douglas. So let's see what he's got here.
Here goes Dylan Baker, Team Merm.
Nice.
Down the stride, up to the... Oh!
Oh!
Doesn't
Wow.
quite stick the landing. Other than that, though, that was an amazing run. That was beautiful.
Yeah, but I did see Dylan during the warm-up striding up to that first rail. So I'm thinking that on this next one he was planning to do the stride up, but now he might have to do it again and just go for that rail stick because he's not going to get good points with that. All right, so the skills event, only 6 athletes competing, making it really, really all about who you are competing against here. You know, each athlete has to really consider how strong each of their fellow competitors are. Sid looks like he's just grooving out right now, though. I do know someone like Dante has also got to think about the fact that he is competing in all 3 events,
right,
which is just crazy.
It's a feat in itself. You got to make sure you're saving, but at the same time pushing it out. All right, here we go. Kong stride attempt number 2.
All right, here they go.
Sid's up first.
Oh! Oh!
Not sure if the feed got that, but
yeah,
wow.
you might have just missed that on the feed, but he's popping down with a little moon stride across the first 2. So he stayed on his right leg for the first 2 of them, but was not able to get that pre. So you'll see it on the replay. Right leg, right leg.
Wow.
And then
boom.
Just doesn't stick that pre.
Up to the second bar.
Yeah,
Pops
so
right
he's
up to
definitely
his
going to
feet.
lose some points on that last jump.
Look at that face right there. Oh, wow.
That beautiful baby boy.
Oh, it was a great run by Tent, I said, but let's see what that gives him with the judges. All right, up next, Jesse Clark.
There goes Jesse. He had that
movement.
Kong stride last time. Let's see if he hits it.
Kong
Stride. Plyo. Box. And
it doesn't quite stick it.
Twice in a row.
Good ending for him, though, Jesse.
And I'm pretty sure he did the same thing in qualifier as well. Surprising from an Apex movement athlete. We're really used to seeing their parkour skills on point. And to see him slip up on that small rail pre right at the end 3 times in a row.
Stride, down to the Plyo. Plyo's, catches hip. Plows to the final bar. It's going to hurt him a bit, but you know what?
Yeah. We'll see what the judges end up giving him on that final score.
Yeah, Jesse's not looking too happy. Wait, okay. Here goes Brandon Douglas.
All right, strides, good strides. Oh.
Ooh. What's he doing? He's still hanging.
No. Just letting it go.
Just
He knows
it
it's not
there.
gonna beat. He already knows it's not gonna beat his first score.
Brandon's
so
a perfectionist, so if he's not getting it, he's gonna cut it right there. Brandon Dougie Fresh.
B. Dougie stopping by just to remind us to talk trash on him. Don't worry, Brandon. We've got plenty to say, mostly about your facial hair.
Right, I could talk some trash. I mean, that hair. It's just like hair, right? I'm bad at that. I'm sorry.
Overall, definitely not a great run from Brandon on that second one, but he can rely on that first score.
Here goes Daryl.
There's Daryl. Easy Kong pre, piles up.
All the way up to the bar, into the... it doesn't quite stick it again. He's going to beat himself up for that one.
He's not going to be happy about that.
No, he's not. No, he's shaking his head. The crowd's loving it,
Definitely
though.
held back on that last one. Just didn't... You can see he's not taking the full run-up that a lot of people were taking, and he almost sticks these 2 jumps here. Hops up so easy, and then just undershoots that last rail. You can see on his face right now, just not pleased with that. He knows he's got one of the strongest Laches in this whole competition, so he's going to have to rely on that score to carry him through.
It's really hard when you know that you can do better than you do because you're going to beat yourself up for it, but at the same time, it's only going to make your movements worse. So it's really hard to keep a confident mind sometimes. Here goes Dante, strides down into the plyo.
Oh,
just cuts it there. I guess he wasn't happy with it.
Well, he already had the score from his first one. There's no reason, like I said, he's got to worry about injuries. So
very true.
There's no reason for him, if he's already got a good score on the boards, to try and push it if it's not going to be better than that first one.
Because like you said, he has the rest of today and both other events as well as another big competition later this year. So
yeah.
Here's Dante. Look at that face.
He seems relaxed. You know, he's fine with his score. All right, all that's left is Dylan Baker.
Who's Dylan for his final attempt.
He has to stick this last pre if he wants a good score. Strides looking easy for him.
Strides
up
to the rail.
Oh, he sticks it.
Wow. Wow. That was a great run.
Great run. The highest, definitely the highest level of difficulty from any of the competitors. You can see
how
happy he
is. Oh, man. Let's watch the replay on that one, man. That was amazing. That's the definition of what this is supposed to be.
So, he had the Kong strides that everyone else got, but striding up to that rail and then sticking it. Look, he almost overshoots it and then just drops that booty. Look at it.
Wow, Dylan Baker.
Bringing it down.
It's amazing.
You can see how happy he is on that face. Oh, Dylan's always somebody who plays it cool, tries to be low-key, but you can tell when he's happy.
Yeah, no poker face on that guy right now.
Dylan Manham Baker, bringing the heat. That's what we've been waiting this whole competition to see.
Absolutely.
I'm just so happy to see somebody really take this course and push it to what it can be done. When I first went up, look at that. That's almost, those rails are 7 feet high. Those boxes are only about 3 feet. So you're having to elevate yourself so high to get up there.
Especially after just descending.
All right.
They're going to go for one more round, actually,
so
in the Kong stride.
This is their third attempt on the Kong stride. It's it's really tricky when you have to gauge out how much do you want to put into each one. Is it going to be worth it to try and take it to that next level? Dylan didn't have to try to add that extra stride in.
Right.
He really had to stick it, but he decided to go for both, and it paid out for him.
Right, but at the same time, Daryl in this one, in this last attempt, he's probably going to want to try to give it his all.
Oh, he has to. Absolutely. I'm guessing Dylan probably won't run again. Dante and Brandon are probably chilling.
Look at the coaches look at the judges who are there having a good time. Oh, man. A lot of energy here today. What do you think's going through some of their minds right now, though? Well, I mean, we already talked about, obviously, holding back, giving more. But other than that, a lot of technical stuff, too. When you're thinking about how am I hitting this Kong? How am I hitting this stride? I
think that's one of the things is at this point, all of these athletes, they're here with their teammates, they're here with coaches, they're here with their friends. They've gotten a ton of information. It's at this point, it's got to be about clearing your mind. Oh, that would have been such a good score for Sid. No, really, I think you have to let go of it. Once you get up there, you already have to know what you're going to do and just go for it. Because if you've got all that information going through your mind, in my opinion, that's probably what happened to Daryl. He had this down so easy in qualifiers and warm-up. He wasn't even really worrying about that. All right, so waiting to see these scores from the judges. They're all coming through.
There's a lot going into how these judges are scoring. They're judging. Were they striding? Were they preeing? Were they plyoing? There's different.
So basically, are they landing on 1 foot, 2 feet, and each time on each box it makes a difference. So they're basically losing a half a point each time they use 2 feet instead of 1 foot.
Yep.
So when you saw Dylan stride all the way through and then just do the last rail jump as a pre, he had the highest score out of anybody in here.
Right.
And his execution was good. I think he probably got pretty close to that 9.5 area.
Yeah. It's got to be somewhere close to that.
But then you see someone like Sid who came through with that moon stride on the first one. That got him into a good position to get something like a 7.5 but with not being able to hit that rail pre, it really took down his score.
And the scoring is out of 10, but 10 is reserved, 9, 10, that's reserved for something just, absolutely animal-like perfect.
Yeah, technically, the way the scoring is set up right now, the highest score someone could get is a 9.5. They would have to do something above and beyond to get that full 10 score, but really, I think last year with stuff like the double barrier challenge, which was meant to be a calling challenge and ended up with people literally flipping over the whole gap and then flipping out of that just because I think the level of skills pushed farther than the competition was even ready for. So they changed the way that the skills competition is run. They made it basically to a level where even the most elite of the specific skills in this could barely do that. And that brought everybody down underneath, and so it's a matter of how close to that incredibly difficult perfection could you get. So there's only 1 or 2 athletes in the whole world that can do some of these things. Dylan Baker might be the only person in the world right now who could stride through all the way.
I could, but I'm over here commentating. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, they had to pull us out because it just wouldn't be fair to everybody else.
Right.
I am interested
That's definitely
to
not
see
true, by the way.
if Dylan, who has so much power, especially in that deep squat, if he could pull through a stride off that first rail. It's the only way he could improve his score at this point.
Yeah, Dylan is definitely known for some of his. Wait, hold on. I think scores right.
So I think he's probably pretty close to that 9 points for the last one, but it would be potential to get up to 9.5.
Look at
All right.
Josh Joey at the Purdy
Crowd
Boys.
jamming out. Yeah, dancing. Oh, he was dancing until he saw himself on screen. Yeah, buddy, get it.
Oh,
Show us your
man.
style moves.
So hype here
Oh,
today.
see some Tempest clothes in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Cam Jam. It's so good to see families coming out here together, people from all around, not just the country, not even just North America, but now
Right.
internationally, people coming to represent. So excited. Zen Shimada, our first international athlete.
Yes.
We had, we had some of our athletes, like all of our Mexican athletes had to drop out last minute. We had a couple injuries. DK qualified and was meant to be coming out, but last minute travel plans changed
Right.
up. He would have been our first international athlete. He's Red Bull Art of Motion champion last year from Greece. But Zen coming through all the way from Tokyo, one of my favorite freestyle athletes, and has not competed in the last 3 years. He had a tough time at the Santorini qualifiers a couple years back, and he's really just basically took himself off the map to start training again. Came to the last takeover, and I saw the level of his game had improved. He really diversified his tricks, and now he's just starting to get back into competition here.
Right.
So,
Definitely paying off from what I'm seeing this weekend.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these North American athletes can do against it. Oh,
scores are in.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Dylan Baker.
Yeah, like we saw, 8.9.
8.9. That is an amazing score. Wow. Look at that. Dylan, Dante, Brandon, top 3. Wow. 8.9.
Yeah, so the Apex movement definitely coming out strongest in this first round of the skills. They're going again right now. Sid stepping up here.
Here we go. Sid Mahorovich back up to the stand. Once again, representing Bellingham, Washington, which if you don't know where that is, it's close to the border, the Canadian border in Washington.
Oh, yeah. Which actually offers him a great opportunity to train on both sides of the fence. Okay, here. Gets the moon strides. Big box jump. Oh! Just can't make it.
Nope. Into the final up. It's up. Oh, fell twice. That's no good
All
for
right,
him.
so that's going to give him a scratch on this one.
Unfortunately.
It's all right. It wasn't going to be better than his last one anyway. You can tell he definitely wanted it. And he had a good run up. The moon strides look
pretty
good. And he just couldn't get his hips high enough. It's really just a matter of that redirect and then elevating your hips after dropping down so much and that angle. Oh, surprised to see Brandon Douglas stepping up again. I know that even though they're on the same team, is Jesse Clark going again? It looks like it's Brandon Douglas. It should be Jesse Clark, but I'm not sure. It looks like Brandon's going instead.
Yeah, Brandon seems to be going right now. Into
Striding
the stride.
through.
Ooh. Okay. All right, Brandon.
Really clean run from Brandon.
Wow.
It's going to put him just under Dylan, but it might ease out over Dante. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see what the judges say about it. Probably come down to execution.
This is replay.
But clean strides, great box jump, and then sticks it hard.
It's a really good run. Doesn't seem like he's happy with it.
Daryl Stingley looking like he's lost a little bit of his tan, but
there we go, Brandon.
All right, Brandon Douglas.
Team Merm.
Rocking out. All right.
Love the Myrmidons. Okay, here goes Daryl.
Here we go.
Got them. Okay, there we go. Not sure if the clearing judge cleared him on that one.
We're gonna have to see. We've got
the sticking judge.
Max Henry as the sticking judge. He's definitely pretty adamant about getting those sticks. So let's see what next. Oh.
It's a really good attempt, though.
Yeah, I mean, he made the jump, the first jump, so easily. We'll have to see what the judges say. But really, Dante's just in contention with Dylan and Brandon right now. So Brandon might have just squeezed him out on that last run. We'll see what Dante has here. Good strides.
Plyo up.
Oh!
Strides the bar.
Plyo up to the stride.
Plyo's up to a stride off the bar into a stick. That's good. That's
so that'll definitely put him in second under Dylan.
Ready for that.
Well, actually, I'm not sure how they're going to judge this. That might have tied him up with Dylan. I'm not sure which one they're going to give.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, look at him all smile.
Strides the bar. He knows what he did. You know what you did, Dante.
Yeah, he knows he did a good job. He's feeling good about that.
Wow, that was very impressive.
So now it's just going to be a question of if
Dylan
can stride up to that stride.
Because if Dylan strides up to that stride, come on. That's just
well, that'll be basically the highest possible score he could get.
That might be that 9-10 range that we were talking about. All right. Dylan Baker.
Good strides.
Oh! Wow. Okay, he goes for the bar stride. Doesn't quite stick the landing, though. Oh, man.
Wow. Definitely showing huge power from Dylan.
Let's watch that replay,
Just couldn't stick that last pre. Amazing strides, though. Hits those first couple super easy, strides up, and then pushes. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
Having that power from the deep stride.
Frosty, if he had stuck that bar at the end, like that might have.
Wow.
Like, I don't even know.
But Dylan is one of those athletes that I really, truly feel gets the most out of competition, where he will have his level, and then when he sees where the competition is at, will take it to that next level. And he's got so much power, so much control. He's able to really just take it there. I really would have loved to see him stick that. I mean, it was such a tiny pre, Dylan. What happened? You are already up there.
Look at Dylan just getting a
he's definitely feeling good about it. I don't know if that won't end up beating his last score, but I'm interested to see whether he or Dante will come out on top from that. Oh, and here's Dante Graziola again. Do that plyo up to that stride. You can see just how much height he had on his hips. That explosive takeoff. He's just so springy.
Right. He really shows the spring in his legs.
I think the fact that he's basically made just out of bones and t-shirt cotton.
T-shirt cotton.
And then Dylan's pushing through. And you see he carried that momentum through, but I just didn't have that set quite right for the rail pre.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough two to deliberate. Like which one?
But you did see he used those 3 chances to push it a little bit farther each time. Oh, Dante and Dylan tied.
8.9 both. Wow. Brandon Douglas right behind him with an 8.4. Daryl Stingley 7. Sid Mohorovich.
So really, it's all going to come down to this Lache challenge now. And you know, it's still completely open. And on the Lache challenge, again, each one of those movements they do on each of the bars has the ability to improve or decrease their score. So it's very technical. It's also a lot of power, but it's got to be controlled power, because if they overshoot that first Lache, they're not going to be able to continue it into that good cat leap. I know Dante was having a ton of trouble with that yesterday. He's told me this is one of his weakest events. He is a very powerful single Lache, and it's hard for him to connect that into a continuous motion. So I think he's going to have to come up with a creative way to try and make this connect together for him.
Right. It's a shame Kent Johns had his injury. I would have really liked to see him.
Yeah, Kent Johns definitely would have been a favorite in this one.
Yeah,
really great on the bars. I don't know how he would have done in the Kong Stride Challenge. That's a big push on that. But overall, I'm interested to see how these different athletes do. I didn't see Sid working on this one too much, but I also think he already knew what he was capable of, and he was just going to stick to that. So let's see what he does here.
Sid Mohorovich on his first attempt.
All right, again, so this first Lache gap is 9 feet, so already a pretty beefy Lache you've got to hit here, and you've got to connect it straight into that cat leap. So he gets set.
Setting up.
Give him that nice pull start.
Okay. Oh,
undershoots it just a little bit.
Whiffs it a bit.
And again, that's one of the toughest parts of this
good.
because it's not about going as far as you can. If you go too far, you're not going to be able to get that continuous swing. You've got to get your hips behind you so you can kick through on that next one.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about these Lache movements.
Yeah.
It's
Already comes Jesse Clark, our lowest scorer on the first skill event. Let's see if he can come through with something and bring it back.
Jesse.
There you go, getting his feet back. Nice cat.
Goes for the swing. Oh.
All right.
See, if he had pre'd that, that would have been really good for him. But he looked like
but
he
very
had enough swing
clean.
to get it.
You know, he's able to stick that. That'll give him a good score. Not as high as he's going to need to podium in this event.
Right.
But overall, very clean. And that leaves him more open to try something harder on the next one.
Right, very true. Look at that, into the catch.
Yeah.
He's going to have to get a lot more power behind him if he's going to try to free that last bar.
Yeah, so the Apex Movement guys have a lot of setups like this at their gyms.
Yep.
It's definitely something that they work a lot on. I think it's just come down to their individual comfort level now.
Yeah, very true.
And someone like Dylan I know has been working on this a lot. Let's see what his teammate Brandon Douglas has here.
Here goes Brandon. It's on the setup.
Oh.
Ooh, he's not happy with that. He's not happy
Overshoots.
with that.
He overshoots that Lache, forces him to absorb into it. You see, he didn't have his hips behind him, so he wasn't able to get that continuous swing out of it.
Right.
Again, like I said, this requires a lot of power, but also you have to have that good control.
Yeah, it's a balancing act. You know, you can't just throw yourself out there. Especially with something like this, you know, like the setup is constant. You know, the bars are this high, they're that far apart. But
Brandon, his own biggest fan club.
but our athletes are all different, you know, so they're all going to approach this different ways.
But man, look at that chiseled jawline and magnificent eyes. Sometimes I feel like I could just get lost in there.
What is this? Is this a parkour competition or a modeling shoot? What is this?
Yeah. How long did it take him to get that just out of bed look? All right, Daryl
Stingley.
Definitely one of his strongest events right here.
I'm pretty excited.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what he throws down on it. Yeah, if you've ever seen any of Daryl's work, he really loves working on those bars, especially after he injured his knee. He spent a ton of time working on bars, getting really comfortable on them.
Okay, here he goes.
All right, you see pulling back, very comfortable.
He's looking good, looking good.
All the way up on top. Look at that cast.
Goes to the pre!
Yeah!
Nails it! Oh, man, he had to use the wall a bit to adjust himself. I don't know if that's going to count him off on the points at all, but wow.
So much power. You saw how much height he got after getting his feet on top. Huge bounce back to get that great swing.
Look at that. Above the bar.
Yeah, but look how much he had his hips behind him. His feet were both behind him. And then look, smoothly into that, and then just launches.
Ooh. Wow.
It looks like they're going to give it to him. I think if that wall wasn't there, he would have been able to stick it all the same. Feeling really good. I can definitely tell he's happy about that. This is something he definitely wanted to hit, and I think he's
Dem boys. Hyper Team Swag Force.
Yeah, Daryl he just competed at the Nat Jam in Colorado with Hyper Team Swag Force. That was actually Ken John's last competition before he injured himself. But great to see Daryl back, and this is the kind of action that we want to be seeing from him. You know, it's always hard to see somebody with an injury, but it's great to see them come back and hit something strong. And he used that time off to really train hard.
Okay, here goes Dante.
All right, like I said, he was struggling a lot with this earlier. There you go, Dante. Nice.
Into the catch.
All right.
Kip up. Get your feet on top.
So he is going to lose a little bit of. He's going to lose some points, not only for that catch, but having to do the extra swing to go for his mount. And then I'm not sure what they'll give him for that pre because it was a little shaky.
Yeah,
but like I said, he was worried about even just getting this catch to the cat.
Right.
And again, like I said, these competitions force athletes to be more well-rounded, to have those diversity of skills if they want to compete on multiple things.
Absolutely. Like we said,
So Dante, go ahead.
Saying Dante has the speed and the style coming up today too, so he doesn't want to try to push himself too hard. But that doesn't mean you can't try to do a better time, a better run on his next attempt. So.
Absolutely. So they still have 2 more attempts. They can choose to push it again. I'm interested to see what they'll do. I don't even know if Daryl needs to run his again. But Dylan's up now.
Up next, Dylan Baker of Apex Movement and Team Merm.
I'm thinking he's the only one who has the potential to even get his feet on that bar.
Dylan's a really good athlete when it comes to these Laches, so I'm pretty excited to see
But he also has a lot more mass. You know, you can't tell just by seeing him stand there, but he's a big guy.
Right.
And to get all of that, especially because so much of his weight is in his lower body, to get his hips up on top of that bar is going to be tough.
Very true.
But nice continuous Lache, setting into it.
Oh, doesn't quite get the pre. And just so you guys at home know how the judges are doing this, they're not counting how many swings the athletes take to get started. It's once they release, that's when everything's being counted. And
Yeah.
But once they do release, swings are being counted at that point. So the less amount of swinging time you have, the better.
But I don't know if they're going to count that final
No, they definitely
landing as a stick.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, here he goes, off the bounce back. Get it up there.
He pops up, but
Yeah.
does not stick it.
Didn't look like a stick. It's going to count against him.
So
but still
Dylan,
another attempt, so.
not as happy as he was after his last run on the Kong Stride, but he knows he really just has to get a good score.
That
to
$1 million
carry through.
smile. Yeah. When they first set up this Lache challenge, I was in the gym that day, and I was like, I'll give it a shot, you know. And so I can say that this is a very technical challenge. I mean, I have a pretty good wingspan on me, but I was even having trouble just connecting that Lache smoothly. So these guys are really doing a great job with these attempts right here, but they're really going to have to push if they want to get some better sticks and better points here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people forget, you know, people think about the freestyle event as one of the, you know, as the creative event, but each of these challenges offers different opportunities, different athletes, so they have to be smart about it, they have to be strategic, but you have to be creative. You have to find ways to make it work. Seeing how Dante switched it up, he's the only one to do that ply out of stride, and that tied him with Dylan, and on something that everybody thought Dylan was easily going to win.
Right, there's a lot of thought that went into how they set up the points and how they set up the judging in this event because it's parkour.
Yeah.
There's many different avenues of parkour. You can't just say, like, this guy's the best, this guy's next best. It doesn't work that way. There's, you know, like, that's why we have speed, skill, style here today, to see different avenues of how these athletes can perform.
And of course, at the end of the day, it's all about having a good time. So we have a ton of great athletes from all over the place. A lot of people coming here to see friends, to support, and a lot of people here just to see some amazing movement.
Absolutely. It's definitely a party here in Vancouver right now.
And recently, this just in, best looking commentators in the game. I'm just getting this right now.
Who are these guys? They're beautiful.
Yeah, people are calling in.
Oh,
all
wow,
over the-
that's
yeah.
us.
No, yeah. Live stream. Sexiest live stream in the history of NAPC.
Oh, yes.
First time ever, they've hired male models to do all of the live stream camera commentary and behind scenes work. You know, usually it's just me by myself here, but you know, we brought in all the rest of these gorgeous people.
Well, remember, there's more to parkour than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking. So
I mean, that's the main thing.
there's Sid's replay on his.
Yeah, just undershooting it.
Wow.
If he had caught that, though, he would have had a great swing.
Right. Give him points for that
Here's
catch,
Jesse's.
though. I mean, the save on the fall.
You saw he only got 1 foot back, but he was able to still get into that cat quite well. And then going straight into that top out.
Jesse's definitely pulling out some good stuff there.
And here's Daryl's. Definitely love to see this guy on the bars. Look how nicely he gets his hips behind him.
Yeah.
And then you'll see here where he touched his hand on the wall. So I think he's definitely going to be doing his again. They probably docked him execution points on that. He did still stick the pre, but again, you see the Kong Stride skilled scores. And hopefully we'll get the Lache Dyno scores up here in a second.
Just a reminder of what, because these scores are also going into the final for this event. So
yeah,
just a reminder of what these guys are looking at for their Kong Stride attempt.
Yeah, so it'll be a combination of their 2 scores from the 2 different events. And again, it just goes to show you've got to be well-rounded to compete in the skills event here, because you never know what the skills are going to be until you show up at the qualifiers. And every year it's different. Just did a gainer full off the button. Sorry, we're just watching the athletes warming up in the athlete area.
Yeah, we're back here. So these guys are practicing.
We've got a. That was Matthew Downey. He's not even competing in the freestyle event, but he's warming up gainer fulls on flat.
Some of Matt's warm-up moves look like me at my best day, maybe.
Yeah, it's.
All right, this just in. Daryl is skipping his second attempt, but he's going to do a third.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We don't have intel on why he's chosen to do that yet. I know that he had a really the strongest first run, but he did put his hand on the wall, which is definitely going to dock him for execution. So we'll see what they do here on the next one. I'm really curious as to why he's skipping that next opportunity.
I mean, maybe if I was him, what I imagine he might be thinking is, it was a really good attempt. Probably, it was definitely the best one. Maybe he's going to rest up on that second one, see what other people are doing, get his mind straight, and that third one, bust it out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he is sitting in a good position right now. He's got the highest score on this one, but he also has ground to cover if he wants to podium in this event because he's got a 7 in his Kong stride right now.
Yep, look at that.
Yeah, 4 scratches for the rest of the team, so he's killing the Lache challenge right now, but I definitely think he could score higher if he stuck that pre-clean.
Right.
So, let's see. Max giving us the thumbs up.
Here's our sticking judge, Max Henry.
Max meant to be competing here as well.
Right.
Suffered a little injury here.
Okay,
oh,
here goes Sid.
Here goes Sid.
Okay, makes the second catch.
Oh.
Doesn't get the cat. Not a
Just
good
coming
day
up
for
short.
Sid Mohorovich.
You can look, he's not pleased
he's
with
upset
that.
about that. A little nervy. I don't know. Maybe he should have had a little more practice in the Laches. I do know in practice time I saw a lot more practicing on the Kong stride than I did in Lache, and it looks like it's coming back to bite
Yeah, you
people.
can see his hips were all the way underneath him. He didn't have his feet back. It's really all about just getting that body position right. And I think maybe he was a little concerned on his last one. He undershot it, so he overshot it a little bit. But it's really just got to get that body position
like
right.
we were saying, after you take a bail like you did in the first attempt, you got to really try hard to get your mind back into a perfect, positive, calm place where it's really going to affect your ability. Okay, here goes Jesse. Rocking the gray sweatpants and the fade.
Yeah, the gray on gray on gray.
Yeah. If there was a style judge.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a really good connection. Ooh, okay. 2. Oh, doesn't stick it. I mean, he didn't get the pre, but that was a pretty good run. I was actually impressed by his, because transitions, that is a judging point. Your ability to transition between object to object. So I was actually enjoying it.
But I don't think that it's going to end up beating his first score.
No. Cast. Let's go.
There you go.
That was a really good cat back.
Yeah, he had great body position on that cat back.
Yeah.
Popped straight up into his.
I've been kind of seeing. I think that's a little bit of a trend I've been seeing in when people have to catch at their waist and then kip up to the bar. Like if you rush that movement, it's gonna bite you because you're come on, you're kipping up onto that bar. If you go too far to the right, left, you're gonna fall off, and you need that stick. It's an essential part of this event.
It's all just comes down to a matter of how well you can control it, because someone like Jesse has to make up points wherever he can. So if he can clean up the execution on those things, if he can pick up extra points anywhere, he needs them. All right, beat Dougie. Getting into place here.
Brandon Dougie Fresh, as he's been requested to call Douglas.
Yeah, right now just looking to get on the board for this event. He, all right, can swing. Much better.
Looking good.
Nice, getting set here.
Took some time. Ooh,
oh,
that's gonna hurt him. He doesn't quit though. There you go.
All right, taking his time.
That wall.
Not happy with it.
Not the best run for Brandon. Yeah, it was a little sketchy in there. He took some time on the cat, had to adjust himself, and at the same time, when he got back to that bar for that pre on top, fell into the wall.
Yeah, definitely undershot that cat back.
He had a little too much
Just
power
barely
into
got that
first
cat, got himself set, and then undershoots that hard and loses all his power. Had to swing up again just to make the Lache. And then doesn't.
Ugh, yeah, he's not happy about that. I think. He's definitely making the face.
Trying to at least swag it out for the ladies or something, man. Yeah. So Brandon, not happy with that run again, I'm sure, but at least, at least he made it through the whole run that time. He's going to be relying on this third score, though. If he wants to keep his position, if he wants to podium, he's going to have to pull something through on that last one.
Right. A lot of Apex shirts in here today.
Yeah, Apex definitely coming strong. I mean, this speed and skill is their strongest areas, and this competition really suits their style.
Great.
All right, here comes Dante. Getting set for this swing, pulling it.
Right.
Nice.
Goes for the
Set.
cat back, swing.
Oh.
Had to take an extra swing. That's not pretty good.
Yeah. Just taking his time just because he knows he wants to get on the board. Up and up.
And handle the wall. That handle the wall's going to really be a problem here.
It's hard when that wall is there. You know it's there. You just you want to put your hand on it, but it's going to take away something every time.
Right. It's like if you have it, you're going to want to use it.
So just barely getting that cat, stepping back, and doesn't have the swing.
Yeah, he's going to want to get his hips up on that cat back to Lache if he's want to
But he
get more
knows,
power.
being tied for first with the first challenge, all he has to do is get on the boards, and he has a good shot at podiuming here.
That's very true.
But yeah, that wall touch, that's going to take it down every time.
Yeah, see?
Dante, you can see, not happy with that.
Shaking my head.
But at least he got a score for it. It's not going to be a great one, but it'll at least carry him through.
Right. What are you smiling, man?
Yeah, you should stop that. You have nothing to be happy about.
Shame.
All right.
All right, here comes Dylan back up to the step.
All right, Dylan Baker. Dylan just has to get on the board for this one. So I think he's going to try to get his feet to touch on it again, and then he'll probably be doing that muscle up again.
He goes.
Good swing. Great connection. Casting up. Nice light touch.
It doesn't quite get that.
And then he's just got to stick it.
There it is. Don't touch that wall.
You
there
go.
it is. That's a stick. That's what I'm talking about. No
Nice,
wall necessary.
clean run from Dylan. I mean, that's the kind of run that we want to see from a professional athlete. He knows what he has to do. He already is confident in what he can do. He told me before that he doesn't feel he has it in him to get himself on top of that last rail. So he just has to set himself for what he knows he can do. He can get a great score by getting that touchback. It's at least going to put him in second because nobody else can get their feet on there. And he's first in the Kong stride. So he's going to come out with a good position. It just matters really how well Daryl can do.
Right. Dylan's definitely got a lot of motivation in this competition. I asked him what he was going to do with that prize money if he took it home. And he said he's going to put it towards his credit card.
Yeah.
True story.
True story. Judges breaking it down, putting their scores in. They have a tough call. It's not easy to break these down. They've got to really evaluate all these very finite details. You can see here our audience, they're deliberating over who they think is best. And you guys definitely let us know. #NAPC. Give us your comments. We want to hear what you guys think of this event, how you're feeling about what's going down. And be sure to tag me at FrostyFresh, FROSTIFRESH. Let me know what you think of my commentary. Basically anywhere from amazing to incredible to mind-blowing is acceptable. Breathe parkour, nice. We got a lot of kids here today. We've seen that every time I go to one of these competitions, I'm seeing younger and younger athletes. Athletes that I saw as kids just getting started, like Oliver Cazier, representing Hyper Team Swag Force, our youngest athlete competing today at 15. It's really, this game is developing, and as kids have more opportunities to get in this sport at a younger age, there's more and more opportunities for them to improve, for their skill levels to elevate. we've got a ton of young competitors here, and I foresee only more and more of that coming up here, especially with great stuff. Oh, here are the skills for the scores for the second skill challenge. Daryl Stingley in first with that 8.1. Oh, Dylan got that 7.6, which is good, but it's not enough to take over Daryl's. We'll see. Sid's still not on the board with a score yet. I think Brandon and Dante are really going to have to try and push to get a score on the board. It's all about that connection. They're going to have to really find a way to smooth out their run so that they can put it all together. And Sid's just going to have to get on the board so he can get a score at all. But Daryl Stingley, as expected, really strong in this event. I think he's going to give it another attempt on this third round and try to stick that last one a little bit cleaner and pick up another half a point. And then it's going to come down to what Dylan can do. And I'm very interested to see what Dylan throws down for this last one, if he's going to change anything on it or if he's going to call it and just leave it with that 7.6. Because I don't know what he can do to improve that score without getting that pre even a little better.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, looks like they're going to take a second here.
Oh, Daryl's going first because he skipped the last one.
All right, it's Daryl here. Our highest scorer so far with the 8.1.
Right.
He's the only one to get that pre on the top rail, but he did put his hand on the wall.
Right. If he could do that without putting his hand on the wall, we're going to see a really good attempt here.
Yeah, I'm looking for that 8.5, which would definitely help him out.
In a second.
Very
Looking
nice.
Strong.
Super clean.
Oh, no, but he's going to try to still get it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost a lot of power in that bounce back, Rossi.
Yeah.
Crowd's giving him some love.
Yeah.
But he still had that amazing first run, so here we go. See, look at all the power here.
Yeah. And he's got good control, gets his hips back.
Right out of there.
Tried to go straight out of this cat and just didn't get the height.
Right.
And that killed it on this, and he knew he wasn't going to get it.
Right.
Tried to do it out of one extra swing, but it almost didn't matter because he was not going to get the points regardless.
I think, if anything, like he had so much power that when he came off of that cat,
and
he
popped
almost,
up and
he
just
almost
lost
had
it.
too much. He went right into that bar, you know, instead of a little higher, like you were saying.
So it looked, as of right now, I think Daryl will probably get some glass for this, maybe on the podium, but we'll see. It depends on what Dylan does here, and then what happens with Brandon and Dante. Because if they have strong runs in this next run on the bars, they could come up there and take his spot. So here comes Sid.
Sid Mohorovic, and like we were saying before, Sid didn't have a really good first two attempts, so this one's really going to matter for him.
Yeah, if he's not able to get a clean pre on this last one, he's not going to have any points for this whole run. And that's really going to, well, it's basically going to take him out of this whole skills competition.
That's true.
So here he goes.
There he goes. Okay, get the power in there, Sid. Get the power in there. Come on.
Good.
There we go. There we go. Here we go. And he's on the bar.
Good job.
Chip up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it. Don't touch that wall. Ah, hand on the
touched
wall,
the wall.
still stuck it. He needed that. He needed that.
Yeah, not as clean as he would have liked it to be, but at least he's on the boards now. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better.
There he goes.
All right, good swing. You see he gets his feet more behind him. Still had his hips under him a lot, so he had to reset on that cat. But got the tap back, which was good, and this whole top out was clean, just overshot a little bit and had to put his hand on the wall.
Right. There's Sid. Look at that face.
So,
it's definitely going to hurt him. I mean,
Sid Mohorovic, representing Origins Parkour out of Bellingham, Washington.
Right. But like we were saying, Sid is also competing in the speed competition.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen this kid runs fast.
All right, here comes Jesse Clark.
All right, judges are ready.
Currently third in the Lache challenge and sixth in the Kong stride. So here he goes. Great connect.
Oh, the Kong by surprise. He went in a little lower than he thought he did.
Yeah.
Goes up.
Just a little bit underneath on.
Ooh, perfection on that.
He took that extra swing and almost got his feet up on the 9-foot Lache pre. So that could have gotten him a better score, but he just wasn't able to put it together.
Right.
So great first swing. Good catch, great cat, really high, able to go straight into it and just undershoots that.
Right, it looked like he thought he was higher than he actually was.
So reset, that'll be an extra swing or two, and then just underneath on that.
I mean, a reverse cat, like a cat 180 jump back to a flat obstacle is hard enough. These guys are jumping back to a bar. Like that takes a lot of skill, but you know, you got to be 100% certain that you're landing on that bar.
So Jesse, I'm sure not thrilled with that last run, but at least he's on the boards. He had a clean finish, so we'll get points for it.
Okay, Brandon Douglas is up.
Beat Dougie. He needs a good run here.
Okay, Brandon goes in for the swing. Good connector.
Great.
Come on, Brandon.
Good cat.
There he goes.
Good catch.
Goes for the pre.
Oh!
Shorts it a little bit.
But still a great pop. Now he's just got to stick it.
No
Nice.
wall. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Brandon. Dougie fresh.
Good work from Brandon. Basically did exactly what he needed to do to get himself a good score. That's probably going to put him in that 7.5 range, but with the strong run on the first challenge, I think that's potential to put him in the podium.
Right. Man, this was a really hard challenge. I mean, this is, like, a lot of our competitors are really struggling with this Lache challenge.
Yeah, again, like I said, elite athletes who have trained at this academy have only been able to do individual parts of it.
Right.
So to see someone like Daryl be able to put it all together is really impressive to see.
Look at Brandon breaking it down.
He's definitely feeling good about his last run.
If there was a judge for dancing, you know.
I'd give him like a 6.5. I'd be like, you know, he's got the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, it was all upper body too.
Yeah.
Need some footwork.
Yeah, I need to see some footwork.
All right, Dante Grazioli back up. Gives a thumbs up.
Let's see if he switches up anything on this last run.
Here he goes.
All right, good swing. Oh, he wasn't able to make that cat leave.
See what I think happened there, Frosty, is he hit that second bar a little close, and then he didn't have any
we'll
swing
see on
power
the
to get
replay
into the
here.
cat.
You know, he gets that swing going, and it just isn't able to get that body position that he needs. So he's doing a very small swing here, and
No
just
power in the connection.
no swing. So he didn't have anything behind him. I think Dante taking a high school yearbook picture.
That Colorado haircut. We're just riffing on these guys on their appearance.
You know, it's important for us to be critical on all levels.
Absolutely, all levels.
You know, we're trying
including
to push this sport to a whole new level, and that includes hairstyle, clothing options.
That being said, are these zebra socks going to help Dylan?
I feel like they're doing a lot for me right now. All right, good connection, great cat.
Okay, here it
Popping
comes.
up.
Here, it comes.
Here he
Go for
goes,
the
here
three,
he
go
goes.
for the three. Oh, so close.
Definitely a lot higher on it.
Sticks it.
Yeah.
Good. Uh-oh, did he get it? Did he get it? Let's see him give him the sticking judge some eye. So we'll see.
Yeah. That was definitely the highest we saw Dylan in terms of getting close to that last pre. His hips were up there, but just not enough to get himself on top of it.
All right, that was the last
Great
attempt
bounce
for
back.
Lache.
And look at the intensity on his face.
Takes his time getting up. See, I don't know if he got the stick there. I don't know if he got the stick.
I also don't.
What are you looking at,
That
Dylan?
intensity.
No, you. I'm pointing back at him.
It's actually rumored that for many years, Dylan was a bit of a mystery. He didn't train with anyone. He started off on his own. He was sort of like a myth, a Sasquatch, if you will.
Right, in his infamous manhood video. Have you seen that one?
Oh, yeah, everybody saw Manhood. But even his original videos, he came out of nowhere the first time we ever saw him.
All
right, so the judges are tallying up the scores while they set up for the speed event, and we're going to be handing out prizes for the skills immediately. Got some beautiful glass for this year's
nice trophies.
There's trophies. Really, really gorgeous looking awards. So I think anybody who gets any place in this is going to be happy to come home and
absolutely
put that there on their mantle. But overall, I think a lot of what I expected to see, Dylan coming out really strong. Great stuff from Daryl and Brandon. I was a little disappointed in some of the the movement on the Laches. I really wanted to see people pushing it a little bit harder, and I would have loved to see some more consistency on some of the rail pre's from people like Daryl on the first challenge.
Yeah, Daryl really pulled it down the Lache challenge.
Yeah, the Lache was great. But this second attempt on it, you see, he just didn't have that power. Wasn't able to fully get it.
Think he should have took that full 3 attempts?
Yeah, at this point, he's not doing speed. He's holding out till freestyle. It seems like, why not do the 3 attempts? It's 10 seconds to just really try, and he trains for this specifically. So
right.
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't give it that third attempt, but he still had the highest score in it. I just we'll have to see how it ends up all tallying up when they put all the scores together.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see a little bit of a better run from Sid. He's an amazing athlete, but it looked like the nerves got to him. Looked like he didn't have as much practice as he needed to have in these events, but we'll see what we can get from him in the speed round.
Yeah, and I think the speed round is going to be good for him. He's very comfortable in this academy, and the 2 styles of courses are really good. We've got the sprint course, and then we've got the roof mission. So one is all about moving quickly, and one's all about changing levels. Right. B. Dougie. All right, so I've actually got Brandon Douglas here with me right now.
What's up?
Brandon, tell us a little bit about how you felt about that skills challenge.
Pretty happy with my performance, to be perfectly honest. I did pretty much what I thought I could do today. And I think maybe on a 10% chance I could get the Lache pre 9-foot across, but I didn't expect to today. So I'm happy that I just got up there, didn't have to put my hand on the wall, whatever. And then the Kong thing, again, I did what I thought I was going to do, so it was good.
How did you feel about your teammates and the other competitors?
Obviously, Dylan's a huge beast. Dante's a huge beast. They destroyed that first Kong stride section, and very proud of them and happy to be a part of that team. Daryl is legit, though, for doing that Lache challenge. That was really difficult, and he's the only one who even really, he did it. No one really other than him got even close. He had to put his hand on the wall, but...
Oh, and there's your score. So third in the Dyno Lache, 7.8, just coming in right under Dylan Baker. That's a pretty good score.
I'm pretty happy with that score. It's almost undeserved.
I would say it's definitely undeserved.
Brandon's has some humble pie over here. Well, Daryl takes number 1 in the Dyno Lache, which I'm not surprised. Daryl really pulled it out in that event. Dylan right behind him, 7.9, and Brandon third at 7.8.
Yeah, we're looking forward to see Brandon Douglas tear it up in the speed course next after we present the awards for the skills challenge. So again, here's the Dyno Lache scores. Daryl Stingley coming in first, the 8.1, Dylan Baker with 7.9, and Brandon Douglas with that 7.8. Judges are going to be combining the scores now, and we'll be giving you the final rundown here in just a minute.
Right. Oh, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, in the meantime, make sure you say hi on Twitter, #NAPC, and follow us at Sport Parkour. We're going to be announcing the final score, but let us know what you guys think. #NAPC online or tag at Sport Parkour. Or tell me what you think about my beautiful voice at Frosty Fresh.
Oh, here are the combined scores up right now. Dylan Baker.
Yep.
Wow.
Coming in with that 16.8. No surprise there. And then Daryl Stingley in third, Brandon Douglas in second with that 16.2.
Wow. Look at that. Dylan and Brandon is really close right there.
Yeah, and again, that's really what I'm expecting for the speed run as well. Dylan and Brandon up there in the top 2 spots. They're a powerhouse. They train together, they work together, they travel together. They've been pushing it all the way for the past couple years. They've been traveling to Europe. They're going to be traveling with the Storm guys when they do their U.S. tour. They just got back from Europe, and it's definitely paying off.
Yeah, Dylan and Brandon are notorious for coming to these competitions and just doing their absolute best and just pumping it out,
And it's always interesting too. 2 different styles, 2 totally different body types. Dylan looks like a bear that learned to walk on its feet, and
you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. And at the same time, like you said, they're 2 of the athletes to really look out for in the speed competition.
Brandon looks like some sort of wood sprite coming from the I feel like he's in Spirited Away.
Yeah, he's got that Miyazaki haircut,
Yeah, luminescent blue eyes and Super Saiyan hair. But you know, those two different styles, both ending up always within a couple points of each other on all these competitions.
Right.
And it's really amazing to see as they move into stuff like this, the speed courses, they're going to be within a second of each other on both these courses.
Right, and I'm really happy to see how Daryl did. I mean, he took 3rd place, which was great. Because it wasn't just the people competing here today, too. Like, this was the people that made it to the qualifier.
Yeah, and there was a lot of great people in the qualifiers as well. So the judges gave it up 3rd to Daryl, 2nd to Brandon, and 1st place spot to Dylan Baker, as we expected.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, then we call
In
him up to the front
3rd
now.
place, we have Daryl Stingley.
Yeah, good job, Daryl.
Giving it up to Daryl.
Definitely deserved.
In 2nd place, we have Brandon Douglas.
Brandon Douglas taking 2nd place.
And again, Brandon took a really conservative approach to that
And
whole
in
challenge,
first.
and it worked out for him.
Right.
Dylan Baker.
And then, of course, our man, Dylan Baker,
Maybe most.
the legend.
Definitely an athlete that represents the States, for sure, in parkour.
Yeah,
Give
last
it up
year's
for your skill
skills champ,
competitors one
coming home
last
again
time.
with the title. And now let's see what these guys have on their speed course. I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
Brandon Douglas, I'm from Colorado. I'm stoked to come to APC because all my friends go. It's a dope event. I won it a couple times in a row, so I have to go for the 3P this year. And NAPC is pretty much the biggest competition. I do teach a time trials class, which kind of helps me with my training, and my style of training always has been to gravitate towards moving fast and efficiently through stuff anyhow. My normal training is pretty good preparation, I'd say. You know, it's just the peak season right now for training, so it's really fun. I love training in other communities. Obviously, I got Myrmidons.
I'm Renee Dombley. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I'm 19 years old. NAPC will be the first international competition I've ever been to, so it's really exciting. I've just been training with my really good friends, just having training almost every day together and pushing each other. And
All right, so you can see the speed athletes taking the floor now, taking this time just to warm up the last couple pieces of their when
Doing a speed course, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. So you run the course, you practice, but when you're on the day of, when you're in the zone, you got to be aware of everything, you know? You can't be caught by surprise. And you got to make sure you hit every checkpoint.
And even though they run these courses so fast, there's a lot of different aspects that they have to keep in mind as they're traveling through. So there's so many different types of movements that they have to do. It's not like they can just practice running. It's not like track and field where there's one skill they're going to be doing over and over. It's a lot of different types of skills, and they have to be mentally on point for each of them.
Right.
So they're dealing with precision, moving over rails. They have to change elevations. They have to change directions, and they have to be on point with upper body, lower body. It's all got to work together, and it's all going to be at the right place at the right time.
And one part that I'm really digging is the end of the course. They have to drop off of the brick wall and basically just go over these two ball boxes, but they are able to go off of the IMAX wall and jump to those boxes. I'm really wanting to see if someone's going to go for that, because it could end up taking longer if they don't do it right, but if they hit it just right, that could boost you right through the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest. You know, I had a conversation with Max Henry where I basically told him I think a lot of times athletes are trying to go for pretty runs or smooth runs or runs that feel nice on their bodies.
Yes.
And honestly, if you want to be fast, sometimes you have to take the hit.
That's
And
very
that
it's
might
so
not make
true.
me very popular in the parkour community, but as a speed competitor, having competed in a lot of speed events, I had to say, if you're not afraid to take the drop and run from it,
Yeah.
then you can improve your score. And like I said, when it's coming down to fractions of a second, sometimes you just got to take the hit and go
Yeah.
for it. And the athletes that are willing to do that are going to be the ones that can come out on top.
That is such a good point. I mean, sometimes we're so used to trying to make our videos like as nice as possible down to the last pixel of the detail. But like you were saying, like on the day of, when you got that timer on your back and you can't afford a second chance, you just gotta take it. Like, it doesn't matter sometimes if it's not the prettiest. If you got a stutter step, if you got to drop down to that knee, like, if it's gonna make you faster, go. You know?
Yeah, and absolutely. Like when you're training, a majority of the time, you want to train in a way that's conducive to long-term movement.
Right.
So you do want to be smoother. You do want to control. You want to absorb everything. But when you're competing, I got to be thinking about, the rope is on fire. My mom's in the building. Like, whatever it is, because you got to move, and that's
Right.
all that matters. And
Right.
and if you're not willing to push it to that level, then you shouldn't be competing.
Right, and like sometimes you'll see, like, so in the skill competition, you'd see when the athletes did a run that they weren't necessarily happy about. You could see them cringe. You go, that wasn't the best. That could have been better. But honestly, like sometimes like not even sometimes, almost all the time in speed, you got to just forget about that. You got to just go. You got to push through.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, we're backstage here with Renee Scavington, and he's feeling pretty pumped about this speed event. I mean,
Renee, give us a little feedback. How did you feel about the skills event you're getting by this?
You actually hear me on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about the scores. We were supposed to have live scoring, but didn't really work out that way. Hope everyone could figure out what was going on. But we're gonna have live speed coming at you guys. This live streaming stuff is hard. I'm just a gym owner and an athlete. Live streaming stuff is a whole nother beast. So hope you guys are enjoying it. And yeah, back to you guys.
Oh yeah, we're keeping it nice over here. He also forgot to include how sexy he is, but I'm biased.
Yeah, recently Rez voted best beard in Canadian parkour, which sounds like a really good award, very prestigious, until you find out there's also best Canadian free running beard, which definitely got taken by his fellow athletes we had here. I saw some really amazing beards come out from the Canadian free
They
runners.
smell like maple syrup.
Yeah, oh my God.
True story. Canadian money is scented like maple syrup. I'm not making this up.
They definitely should have reconsidered having 2 American hosts for this event.
I know things about Canada. And I just said them. It was the thing about the money. No, it is beautiful up here today, though. Let me tell you, like,
Yeah, we've got a gorgeous view of the mountains outside of the beautiful Origins facility. Again, one of my favorite free running locations in the world. This not only is this gym an amazing place for athletes to train for this sport, but this city is very conducive to it. There's great architecture. They just built a state-of-the-art parkour park not far from here as well, that the Origins facility was a big part in helping design and create. So it's really great to see the community really coming out to support here too. A lot of the people who are here today aren't free runners. They're just people who love supporting this event.
some of that camaraderie was really shown just now. You could see Dylan and Jeremy talking about best ways to go through part of the course. I love seeing that. I mean, I can't say that enough. The fact that a direct opponent would be like, you
here's
want to try
Jesse
to do it
Clark
like this.
is up, getting
here's
ready
Jesse.
to take off. So he'll be our first competitor in the speed course.
Fort Collins, Colorado, representing Apex Movement.
Yeah, he just finished the skills event,
Okay, here he goes.
running to his favorite song, All the Single Ladies.
I don't think this is single ladies. Is it? I don't know. It's awesome.
There he goes.
Ooh, goes for the
Sliding out there, very
slide.
smooth.
That was stylish. Okay, he's going around.
Nice.
Making good time.
Very quick. See how he does on this
Good
turnaround.
Nice. Executes
Nice. Good
it.
control.
Goes to the MX wall, down over the barrier.
Ooh,
through the
I think it
finish
looks like he
line.
stumbled a little bit on that last vault.
A little
but
bit.
Really quick on that straightaway. Good turnaround. I think he's overall going to have a good time. We'll just have to see how it stands up against everybody else. So you can see his takeoff. Really good. Nice they have that concrete, so he's able to slide pretty smoothly through there.
Big fan of that slide. That's just one. It just looks nice. Be honest.
but it's actually a really efficient way to get through that space, especially for the smaller athletes. He's able to move really quickly through there.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like he could have gone over that last barrier a little smooth, but you know what? I think that was a pretty good time overall. Jesse Clark waiting for that time, looking pretty in front of our Origins and Strike movement banner.
Always hard being the first competitor out there. You know, you don't have a gauge to put everything by, and you got to really just go for it. But
wow.
all right, sounded like they said 14.5.
Sounded like a 14.5. That's pretty good, but we'll see. He's the first person to go, so we'll see where that stands after a few of these athletes get through.
All right, Matthew Downey up here, repping Hyper Team Swag for us out of San Francisco.
Yeah,
choosing to do the rail strides.
I'm actually surprised Matt's not also in this style competition because he's swift. Here he goes around the chimney. Good. Ooh, a little stutter step there. It's going to slow him down. Keep going, Matt. Keep going. Over the barrier, and he's through the finish line. It's a good run, but I felt like he could have went a bit faster. Looked like he was stumbling a little bit near the chimney on his feet.
All right, again, you can see that those rail strides forcing him to have to change his elevation might have slowed him down a little bit.
Matthew Downey with a time of 15.45.
15.45 for Matthew Downey in the first.
So about a
second
second slower on that. Like I said, everybody here competing at this level is going to be within a couple seconds of each other.
Wait, it sounds like you gave another time just now.
Refs, are you ready? Cordelia, are you ready?
All right, Cordelia Storm up next, representing.
All right, comes Cordelia Storm.
Out of Seattle, Washington.
Nice slide. Slowing down a little bit on those strides, but coming here. Oh, just missed her footing a little bit on that
going,
top
girl,
out, it seems like. Coming around, using the
Oh, that's a good way
wall.
to get across the chimney. Very nice.
Yeah, not having to use that swing.
Okay,
Dropping down and going straight into that sprint. Nice.
Through the finish line.
Good
run
run
by
for
Cordelia Storm. A lot of love in here for her today.
Yeah, our first female competitor. Just waiting here what the time was. I think she had a couple stutters, though, on a few of those parts.
Went for the slide.
The slide looked nice.
Corey with a time of 20.02.
About 20.02 for Cordelia Storm.
Right.
Strong
Up next,
run,
we have
but I think
Jeremy
she can definitely improve on that
Sanders.
time. Yeah, you can see her using that drop down to get a better run on that straightaway.
Right. Okay, up next is Jeremy Sanders from Parkour San Antonio.
Okay, refs,
San
are you
Antonio,
ready?
Texas. Like I said,
Jeremy,
this
are
guy
you
is
ready?
fast, so I'm really excited to see his run through this course.
Yeah, and again, one of the smallest competitors we have, but I think that might be to his advantage on this run.
Okay, here goes Jeremy.
All
Goes
right.
for the slide as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Quick
Goes
on that
through.
slide.
Jeremy's got that nice squirrel
Popping
flow, as
up.
we call it.
Good set coming around here. Oh, lost him for a second there. Just moving too fast for us to see.
Nice into the Kong and through.
Super smooth
Yeah, that
transition.
final descent, very nice.
Yeah.
If you can clean it up anywhere, it's probably around the chimney, and I think we're going to be saying that for more of these athletes than less because, you know, that's the part where you're going literally a complete turnaround. So
Yeah, like I said, that transition and that turnaround is they're going to be everything here. So look at Jeremy. Doesn't even have to slide until he gets to the second one because he can actually just
Jeremy
duck on
with
the
a
first
time
one.
of
I could not see
14.99.
that
Up next, we have Renee Dambley.
All right, Renee Damley up next, our second female competitor.
it was a 14.99.
Refs, are you ready?
All right, that'll put him in second.
Renee, are
as
you
of
ready?
Right now. All right, there goes Renee.
Renee
Step a
Dambley up
little
next.
different foot pattern.
Yeah, representing Apex movement.
All right.
Renee.
Oh, and she gets
she
the
goes for the, yes, very
Nice.
nice. Skips the rail entirely. Oh, no, okay, wow.
great run from Renee all the way until the end.
Yeah, she
Just
stumbled right
took
before
a
that
little
box.
bit too much power out of that drop. It looked like
Man.
she had a great run up until that last hit.
Right, if she can clean that last
Renee
part up
with a
bit,
time
and
of
that second step, I think
17.05.
17.45.
Up next,
for
we have
Renee
Rami
Damley.
McKay.
Great time.
She's loving it.
I definitely think she can clean that up, take another second or so off. If she can just clean up that last little bit.
Look at that.
Refs, are you
Slide
ready?
I'm loving
Rami,
these
are
slides.
you ready?
I can't get enough of that, man. You don't get to see good enough slides these days. Okay, our next competitor is up. It's Rami McKay.
Yeah, and he's
Move Free
cruising
Academy.
through this, just crushing it so
Go
far.
Rami. Like I said, I'm
See how
a
he
big
hits this
fan of watching
transition?
this guy move.
Yes.
Now going for the descent. Through the blue box. Kong, and he's through. Good
There you
move by
go.
Rami.
That's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
Really powerful, super confident. That's the kind of run we love to see.
Look at that smile.
Yeah, he feels good about that run. All right, we're waiting for his time here. You can see those strides coming out. Just love the flow through this whole area, killing that top out. You can see all of his training paying off. Super strong.
Okay, up next is Oliver Cazier from
Yeah,
Seattle, Washington.
Our youngest competitor at 15 years old.
15, yeah, that's right. And Oliver's a riot.
Still waiting on
He's
that
always
time
joking.
from Rami.
All right, coming in with a time of 14.02.
14.02. Taking first place. I knew it was going to be a fast time.
This is going to be a good one, man. I'm getting excited. These guys are just getting started, too, so.
Up next, we have
All right.
Oliver.
Okay, Oliver up next.
Representing
See
Team
Oliver's hand on the
Hyperswag
bar. They
Force.
have to start with the hand on the bar.
Refs, are you ready?
I'm
Oliver, are
pretty
you
sure
ready?
this kid has grown about 1.5 feet in the last 2 weeks.
Goes
All right,
for
taking the rail
Ooh,
strides.
that was fast, too.
Yeah. I liked how he
Nice.
didn't elevate his height
Nice.
that much.
Oh,
just-
good scatter. Okay.
All right, good
Okay,
steps
keep going,
here.
Oliver. He's moving nice. Goes for the
Good
descent.
power.
To the Kong over. Wow, that was a fast one.
Nice.
I'm really wanting to see the time on that
That
one.
was really, really smooth.
So when he hit the corner, before the foam pit, the corner up, that part's usually taking people a little longer, and he just shot right up there.
Yeah. But you can see how he strided right out of those rails
So
into
right
that
here,
move.
look at that. No time at all getting up there. Knew almost every step of that course.
Nice. And that redirect is really solid. Clean. Hits that.
Oliver
that
coming
Kong
in with a
and
time of 13.89 seconds.
13.89.
13.89. Look at him. Look, you better
All right,
celebrate. Wow.
taking the first place spot, moving Rami
Up
into
next, we
second
have
place.
Sid Mohorovic,
Great
representing
run.
Origins Parkour.
15-year-old Oliver Cazier.
Bars race. Okay, here's
Refs,
Sid
are you
Mohorovic
ready?
up again.
Sid, are you ready?
Ooh, had a bit of a false start
Ooh,
there.
a little
but
slow on the start, yeah.
we'll
Oh,
see better. See, that's
stutters
messing
through
He's
it.
in his head. He's in his head.
Definitely in his head. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to turn it around here for this last bit.
Oh, he's in the pit. Keep going, pit. Keep going, Sid. Okay.
All right. Strong
Not the-
finish, but
Not the
a
best
couple
run.
little mistakes there early on definitely set him off.
He's definitely in his head right now. It's like I was saying, Frosty, you know, the more if you have a stumble, you can't stop thinking about those stumbles. And if you can't stop thinking about them, you're going to keep having them.
Yeah. And after a disappointing skills round, I'm wondering if that's gotten in his head and it's,
Right out. Pops
Oh.
right out of that pit, though.
yeah.
Those pits are hard to get out of.
Sid
Yeah.
coming in with a time of 16.26.
16.27 for Sid Mohorovic. Definitely not happy with that time or with that run overall. but
Up
he's
next,
got
we
another
have
run on the
Alyssa
course.
Serpa from Origins Parkour.
Okay, up next.
All right,
Alyssa
local
Serpa.
favorite, Alyssa Serpa,
I'm excited to
representing
see this one,
Origins.
Frosty. I'm really excited to see her run this course.
She had the
Refs,
top
are you ready?
female qualifying time.
Alyssa, are you
But I think
ready?
She's trying to compete with the boys here. I think she has a good chance of
Oh,
getting a good time.
absolutely.
There you go. Dipping on the first one, vaulting through.
Look at
Nice
that.
tack up.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I was talking
Good
to Alyssa
set.
earlier. She loves to compete, so she's really in her element right now. Across the finish line. Good run by Alyssa.
A strong run. Not sure about that time. I think she could definitely improve on it. There was a few little stutters I saw, but I think overall, solid run.
Look at that. Under, over. Very nice. Look at that. Yeah, definitely. I definitely think Alyssa can run that course a little better. I'm not saying this one was bad, but, you know, I think she can go faster.
Yeah, I can see even spots like that where she
Alyssa
stopped
coming in
to
with a
absorb
time of
and then vaulted.
16.32.
16.32.
Wow.
Really good time still. Our top female time it's not going to put her in overall podium position as of right now.
Up
but
next from
still
the
really
Vancouver
solid
area, we have
position.
Nick.
Yeah, we'll see where the night's going. All right, Nicholas Pisko-Dubienski.
Refs, are you ready?
All right.
Nick,
So our
are you
top
ready?
qualifier from Friday's
All right, here goes Nick. He's off.
good rail strides.
Ooh,
Ooh,
had a bit of a stumble
stuttered there.
Don't think about it, Nick. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Move it.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of a stutter there. And he's through. The descent
Still a
was
good
nice.
run.
Nice descent. Had a few slip-ups up about a chimney. And on that first hurdle over the vault
Great
box,
run by Nick, representing Kame House.
All right, so we're going to have to see what his time was there. I
See
know he had
right
a couple
here around,
slip-ups.
he had a little bit of a step
Nick
up
coming in
Yeah.
with a time of 13.77.
13.7. Wow.
13.77. Wow, and he had a few slip-ups, still getting a time of 30.77. Imagine what he could do without those. That's
Yeah,
kind
he
of
took
scary.
Almost a whole second off of his
Up next,
qualifying
we
time.
have
Nicholas got
Dylan
those horse
Baker.
strikes, man.
Yeah, that you can see him towering over
Refs, are
some
you ready?
athletes like Jeremy Sanders.
Dylan, are you ready?
Here comes Dylan Baker up next.
All right. Dylan Baker, last year's second place finisher, winner of this year's and last year's skills comp. Let's see how he does.
Okay, goes into the
Use
rail
those rail strides.
Ooh,
Oh!
onto the blue wall. That was nice. We haven't seen that yet tonight.
Nice. First person to
Up and
use
around
that.
the corner as he takes the chimney. Oh, good swing. Down for the
Look at
descent.
sprinting through the straightaway.
Ooh,
I think we got a new top time.
Good descent by Dylan. That was a time. That's got to be a time to beat. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
His strategy on those rail strides looks amazing.
That first step happened so fast. Onto the blue wall, too. Haven't seen
You know,
it
and the great thing is because he didn't qualify, he hasn't done that in front of anybody, so none of the other athletes have seen that until now.
Yeah, he had that in his pocket.
I'm wondering how many are going to end up trying to pull that out.
Right. Look at that. Wow.
Dylan
that
with a
descent.
time of 12 seconds and 88 milliseconds.
12.88 for Dylan
Oh,
Baker.
wow.
Wow. Oh, it's the time to beat now.
Up next, we have
All right,
Brandon
and
Douglas.
Literally the time to
Refs,
beat. And
are
the
you
only
ready?
man I think that could
Brandon,
potentially
are you
beat that,
ready?
Brandon B. Dougie Douglas.
Here he goes. Here goes Brandon.
Striding
Strides.
through. Oh, yeah.
And the blue wall also. It's like these guys talked about it and didn't tell anybody. Okay, shoots right up. Up on the chimney.
Oh,
Good,
there you
he's going
go.
for the
There he
descent.
goes. Big run.
Ooh. Oh, so the
Ooh.
Kong. Like we said, it was
Comes up a little bit hot on
Right.
that last ball. That might cost him a fraction of a second. I don't know if it's
a little
fast enough to
sketchy,
beat
but,
Dylan.
you know, he might have been still flying. Still flying. It's like we were saying earlier, Frosty, like it's not exactly how pretty it is, but if it's fast, it's fast.
Look at this.
Around the chimney.
Nice set. Stutter there. And just look how fast they're crushing that.
12.02.
Official time in 12.02.
Brandon Douglas with a time of 12 seconds and 86 milliseconds.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
What? Actually, there's a correction. It's apparently 12.86
I'm
was
never
Brandon
listening to you
Douglas's
again.
time.
Looks like that's
So
it for course number
12.86,
one. Give our athletes
just a
a
little
round
bit
of
slower,
applause.
just a hair slower than Dylan. Those unofficial times came in early, just a little bit off. I think people got a little excited.
Yeah, sorry about
I do
that,
think
folks.
Brandon looks even faster when he moves because
Right.
he's it's probably his really baggy shirts.
Right.
Oh, so there's our women's speed course. Yeah, Alyssa coming in first for the women's.
Nice.
No surprise there. But I do think if Renee cleaned up that last bit of her run, she could definitely be in contention for
I
that
agree.
spot.
If you remember, she came down in that final vault box and almost stumbled to get over it. She almost blocked herself in. And if she had like cleaned that up and like you were saying,
So
shot
on
right
the
over it,
screen
she
right
might
now,
actually
there's
just
speed
beat Alyssa.
times for the women's division.
All right.
Okay. The rest of the time should be coming up soon. Right now, they are oh, here we go. Men's course
Ooh, and
one
check out some of
sprint
these
times
times
are
for
in.
the men's
Wow.
speed course.
Brandon Douglas takes.
By
Oh my
0.02 seconds.
It's like we were saying, Brandon and Dylan. There you go again, number 1 and 2. Oh, look, Nicholas right behind in number 3 with those long legs. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, and then Oliver Cazier in fourth. Just edging out Rami McKay, keeping those under 14-second runs. I'm very, very interested to see how Brandon and Dylan are going to improve on those last runs because they are really clean.
Yeah, these guys are always just, impressing me. Like, they can't fail to impress me. This was a really good course. I mean, like, I'm surprised we got down to the 12s on these times. It's really impressive.
All right, you can see our third place in that first run, Nicholas, coming through those big strides, bouncing through into that. Great run. And then they're going to be setting up for that second course, which is going to be the roof mission. So this one, instead of the sprint, is all about changing elevation. So they're going to be going up and down here. They've got to get to basically 2 of the highest points in the whole gym.
Right, this course is really going to test comfortability and heights, which is something that not a lot of athletes take time to try or develop.
And of course, one of the things that's most exciting about parkour is that you can be physically one of the most talented people, but if you don't have your mental game on point, then it's going to be holding you back.
Mental game is very important. And come on, honestly, Dylan Baker, I'm looking at him for this course because if you know Dylan, if you've seen his vlogs, he's no stranger to heights, especially outside, over buildings. Like this guy does it all.
But Dylan also suffered from 2 broken wrists, which he had surgery on, and now still is suffering from limited mobility. So I think that there's a couple different ways that you can do this final part of the roof mission, and I'm not sure if Dylan's going to be able to do the fastest way because he is impeded by his wrist mobility.
Right.
See Matthew Downey trying to figure out his run right now. Remy McKay setting up for that big jump. Definitely one of our strongest athletes out here, so he has the ability to take these bigger drops and to redirect on the elevation. You see Jeremy Sanders testing out that pipe climb right now. It's definitely not a difficult ascent, but it's not as fast as using that dyno wall you see on the left side. So some athletes choosing to do that climb with the big jump opens it up to a lot more risk, and if they slip up and don't make it, they're dropping all the way back down to that box and having to climb up again, if not all the way back down to the ground and up again. So it's a tough call. Risk versus reward is what it comes down to. But they're giving him a second just to finish this warm-up, get cameras in place, and then we're going to get started on the second round of this speed course. Again, make sure, let us know what you think. Who do you think is going to be coming in first place on the speed course? I've got my money on Brandon Douglas, but if you guys think something different, be sure to hashtag NAPC and at Sport Parkour and let us know. All right, once again, I'm your host, Frosty Fresh, here at the North American Parkour Championships 2015. We're here in beautiful Vancouver, BC, at the Origins Parkour facility. We've got some of the top parkour and freerunning athletes in the world here. I'm here with one of the head judges, Jared Davis. Jared, what do you think about this speed course?
Yes, Frosty. It's spectacular. The first course is pretty cool to watch. What was the time difference between Dylan and Brandon? Like
0.02 seconds.
Yeah.
We're about to get started with our second speed course of the
It
day.
looks like you're clearly in highly anticipating what's going on.
Oh yeah. I don't know. The difference between Brandon and Dylan there was impossible to watch. I could not see anybody being any faster than the other.
But I do think it's going to come down to this next run. Who do you have taking the roof mission?
Judging from practice, I'd probably say the person that looks the most comfortable, oddly enough, is Oliver.
Really?
Yeah. Brandon was struggling a little bit. I didn't get to see Dylan try it at all. However, Nick is probably the tallest competitor in the next round, so it's going to be interesting to see how fast he can climb up there compared to the rest.
Yeah, I have not seen Nick do the top out on the wall dyno side. Brandon got it really smooth, but I haven't seen him connect the whole run together. And Dylan, as I was telling Brian, has not been able to do that wall side because of his wrists. So he's forced himself to do the pipe climb on the side. Do you think it's going to end up slowing him down, or do you think you can take that same speed?
I think if you do the wall climb, you're definitely going to be in the top position. If you try and take the pole, you're obviously going to slow down. It's going to probably give out another 5 seconds for you to climb all the way back up there. I haven't seen anybody traverse it fast enough to be on the podium.
All right, well, we're going to have to see what they end up pulling out here.
Hi, Brian. Okay, Brian, you can start talking again.
All right, Jesse Clark.
Okay, ladies and
Apex
gentlemen,
Movement,
board
Fort
two.
Collins, Colorado, lining
Referees,
up
are you
for
ready to go?
his first.
Jesse, are you ready to go?
All right, here he goes.
Okay,
Big run,
pillar.
nice, using that tack to get up.
Boom.
That elevation, really nice. Up to the top ball.
Oh, wow. He's moving fast around
Yeah.
the Canadian flag.
He's
Goes down. Okay,
cruising.
here's the final part. He's going to go up,
Sears
going
going
to
to the pipe. Oh,
And once
little
his feet
slow on
get to
that
the top.
pipe.
Ooh. Oh, there he goes. That was an interesting way to get his feet up there.
and he's back down.
These guys are really going to have to concentrate in that last part.
So you can see we do have that one crash mat if they take a really hard fall, but honestly, if they take a big drop from that wall, they're going all the way down to the ground. So they have to be safe. They have to move with control. Jesse Clark with a good run. I don't know if it's going to be a top contender, but he had some really good movement through there.
Yeah, like I was
Jesse
saying, it's
with a
hard to go
time
first
of
because,
21
you're
seconds.
pretty much paving the way in the course. In like, you have more of an advantage being later on the roster because you can see what people are doing that's working more effectively. So.
Up next, we have Matthew Downey.
All right, Matthew Downey is up next. Hyper Team Swag Force.
All right, 21 seconds flat for
Matt, are you
Jesse
ready to
Clark.
go?
Let's see
Oh,
what
wow.
Matthew Downey has to do here.
Yeah, let's see if that's the average or not. Okay, here goes Matthew. Through the rails, up to the first pillar.
Ooh, slowing down on that
Back
top out a
down.
little bit there.
Yeah, you're going to really keep your momentum there.
He's
He
looking
goes
really
around
clean,
the
but
vault box.
kind of slow through that first part. Definitely doesn't seem as quick as Jesse's so
Okay, he's going
far.
for the pipe too. Okay, here he goes. It's a hard course to
getting
go as
set.
fast as you can.
There you go.
There we go, and that's it.
I think it's going to come out a little bit slower than Jesse's 21 seconds.
Yeah, it's high. They're going high, low on this course. It's offering a lot more risk, so they're gonna have to be a lot more careful in their movements.
Interesting move there, but that top out, you can see he just lost a little power. He had a lot of force coming into the first part.
Yeah, that part's
just
really gonna
wasn't
hurt
able
him.
to carry it into that top out. And then very clean on all this stuff, but not super fast. It's difficult, again, when you have all those elevation changes.
15 seconds.
You can see him topping out at that 24.15, so definitely not quite as fast as Jesse Clark. That'll put him in second for right now.
Okay, here goes Cordelia Storm.
Corey, are you ready?
She has to start with her arm on the box.
All right,
Here
coming
she
around
goes.
the bars,
Through the
doing
rails.
some little rail strides.
Oh,
Oh,
she's taking the
climbing
rail
up on
route.
top
Very
of the
nice.
bars.
Going for the cat.
It's forced her to slow down a little bit to get up on top of those rails,
to
but it made it
support.
easier for that climb up.
All right, cool. She's going up to the wall. And Corey's moving
right.
nice here. Oh, I see what she's doing. She's got to go right. She's got to go
But
right
you can
around
definitely
that.
tell these heights are affecting her. Not as confident moving at the elevated heights.
Get Dante on the couch back there.
There you go, just slow down a little bit, but here she goes for the top out.
Okay, she's going for the pole. Good job. The crowd's really cheering her on right
All
now.
right. There's some love.
That is a scary ascent, Frosty.
Yeah, this is not
Oh, she's
Not a
going around
fun
fan side.
climb.
Ooh, be careful, be careful. Oh, watch that leg, watch that leg. Oh my gosh, that is so scary for me to watch. The fans just there.
There you can see her again. Interesting route, trying to use the bars as a way to climb up to
Okay, the
improve her
time's
climb
in.
time.
45:51 for
45.51 for
Cordelia's time.
Cordelia Storm. A solid run. currently in 3rd place. Probably not going to stay there for very long, but for right now, she's on the podium.
It's like we were saying, Prezi, this course really tests comfortability at height, and if you're not comfortable at heights, it's going to make you a little slower.
Yeah, and you know what? Like we said, this is a mental game as much as it's a physical one. You are only as good as you are confident in your abilities.
Very true. Oh, man.
It's Corey with a solid run. We'll see.
Up next, we have Jeremy Sanders.
All right, Jeremy Sanders up next.
Parkour San Antonio, Jeremy Sanders. I'm a really big fan of this guy.
Yeah, really clean, beautiful movement.
Jeremy, are you ready?
Jeremy's one of those people who takes parkour so seriously. He's almost at that 10,000 hour mark. He's been training for about 11 years. There he goes. A nice transition down through that tower.
Yeah, so clean. Oh, just loses it a little bit on that setup for the jump.
Still moving.
It's hard when you're someone Jeremy's size. You have to really set for these big jumps. Otherwise, you're not going to have the power to make it on something that some of the other athletes can take easier. I also know Jeremy, not very comfortable at heights. It's been something that he's been training on.
Nice.
To try and improve. But
now remember, your feet, that it finishes when both feet are above that windowsill. So any way possible, and Jeremy just showed that. Here's his replay. Nice. You see how you use the windowsill near us to get up there. That was
yeah,
nice
that top out was very nice. Super clean through here, but just had to really reset a little bit too long to try and get that jump. But nice and quick, very clean movement.
Okay, and the final time seems to be in at 24.18 for Jeremy. That's really good.
Yeah, great time for Jeremy.
With a time of 24 seconds and 18 milliseconds.
Yep, great time for Jeremy, really nice.
He seems pleased with it. All right, a thumbs up from Jeremy.
That moves him into the 2nd place position, I believe.
I think so. All right, Renee Dambly's up next. Oh, yeah.
We'll see how she chooses to tackle this first
Renee,
ascent.
are you ready?
Oh, going for the straight wall run, but a great top out.
It's a good wall run.
Definitely see some of her strength. Oh, that is a really tricky climb. I'm very surprised she decided to choose that. I'm going to go ahead and say that was a bad idea.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's not the easiest way to do that.
I mean, maybe not, but that might have been her strongest way.
Yeah, but well, slowing down a little bit on this wall climb.
Feet are up.
There you go.
Woo! You guys are scaring me the way they're perching themselves up there.
Yeah, she's not looking happy with that run.
I meant like her facial expression. She does not look happy with that run.
Great top out there.
I hope she didn't get hurt.
And then just the main thing is that what you can't tell is the ledge that she topped out on in the back there is an overhang. There's nothing underneath it. So she was doing that all with upper body.
Right.
Which is just way more difficult. You use a lot of energy, and it might have been one of the reasons she was a little slower on this climb. Because I know she's really strong, but that just doesn't seem like the smartest choice when you're having to do a lot of climbing.
30.86.
30.86.
30.86. Looks like you were right.
Yeah, she definitely beat out Cordelia's time, but is not going to be able to in contention for that podium spot.
All right, Remy Mackay is up next of the Move Free Academy.
Reps, are you ready?
All right, here comes Remy.
Are you ready?
Looking for big things from him, definitely on that climb.
Yeah, here goes Remy. Over the rails. Ooh, using
nice,
the ledge.
super smooth.
There we go, into the precision. Very nice. Remy's moving pretty nice right now. He's got to keep that up, though.
It's hard. There's so many different transitions here.
Going for the pole.
Oh, that pole.
We haven't seen anyone try to do the dyno yet, but I think that'll change once we see Brandon Douglas go. Ooh, both feet up. There we go. Started a bit. But
yeah. Not the prettiest finish, but he got it done.
Here's a replay.
Nice. I like this first part. He had that really clean. You can tell he was practicing that.
Yeah,
it almost seemed like he should have practiced that finishing move, just getting his feet up on top.
You know, I bet you a lot of people didn't actually practice that part.
Especially when you get all the way there, you just want to finish so badly. And then, just stuttered a little bit there.
Look at Remy having a good time.
Yeah.
With a time of 22.02.
22.02. Remy Mackay. All right, up next is Oliver Cassier. Now, he had a really good run last time on the sprint
Up
course.
next
I'm
we
really
have
Yeah,
excited
he's
to see what he
fourth
does here.
place in the last course. A lot of people are favoring him to do well in this one. He's really tall, he's got that reach, and he's very comfortable in the
Reps
different
ready.
ascents and descents he's got
Oliver,
to do
you
here.
ready?
All right,
Goes
cutting that
around.
corner.
Straight into the wall.
Good
Nice
top out. Good momentum so far.
Wow, great
Going
transitions
super
on this kid.
smooth. You can tell he came up training with really, really solid people.
Yeah.
Setting up. Here he goes.
He's going for the box. Oh my
He's
gosh.
going for
Okay,
the
he's going for the
box.
dyno.
Here he
He's going
goes.
for the dyno. Oh, that's
Just
gonna
drops
hurt.
down.
Went down for the
Yeah.
pole. He's regretting that right now. I know it.
Yeah, I know. You know, I saw him do it in practice, and
I think we're counting that. All right, cool.
he only did it once or twice in practice, and I
Man.
think he was really relying on adrenaline just to carry him
Yeah,
through.
I'm really
and
disappointed because he had such a solid run up until that
yeah,
point.
everything was so smooth. His
Yeah.
foot placement, his transitions, really nice. He only had one little stutter, and
Look at that. Oh, perfect mound of that box, too. I
yeah,
can't even,
and
like,
then just lost it. He just was leaning out a little bit too far. He wasn't as
Yeah.
close to the wall as he needed.
it's really hard to get a good look at it, but when they're going off the stage, like doing the depth jump down to that vault box.
With a time
Oh,
of
time.
25.41.
So great run from Ollie.
25.
Up
Yeah,
next we have Sid
25.41
Moravec.
for Oliver Cazier.
That's a pretty good time considering he had that slip up at the end. So
Yeah,
we'll see if that's
definitely would have been better if he had committed to one or the other.
If
and
he
he
went right to that
completed,
pole, that
but
would have been, I don't even know what the time would have been. That would have been really good. Okay, here goes Sid. Now, Sid didn't do really good in the sprint run, so he's really going to have to pull it out right here.
Yeah.
Crowd's really pushing him on, and he's slipping again. Okay,
All right, but he
Here
can
you go.
still recover.
get it together.
This is nice.
All right, Sid.
This is the ones where you get really concerned, though, because when athletes slip up, you don't want them to slip up on the high
Right.
aspects of this course where there's more
Good
danger
climb,
involved.
good climb. Feet are up.
But great
Good
climb.
run by Sid. He's looking relieved. He's looking like, okay,
He's
I
just
needed
happy,
that.
finished it out.
Woo. Good dismount onto the mat. Wow. The transitions are so important in a course like this. A lot of people in parkour will practice the moves by themselves, but they won't take enough time to practice the transitions between those moves. And when you're doing a time trial, transitions are really, really important.
One slip up is definitely going to cost him, but overall, good run.
Okay,
Let's
let's
see what his time is.
Sid coming in with a time of 20 seconds, point 87.
20.8.
20.87. That puts him in first place.
First
Great
place.
run from Sid.
Yes, he is happy about that, I can tell. Or at least I think he is.
Yeah, that's his happy face, actually.
Up next we have Alyssa.
I think
I
he's
mean,
actually
he's gotta be. He's in
ecstatic.
first
ecstatic,
place.
yeah.
All right, Alyssa Serpa is up. Really happy for Sid, though. I got to say that because I know he didn't do as well as he wanted to do in the sprint course, and I think he's really happy about that.
Alyssa, are you ready?
Or at least he should be. All right, Alyssa's off. All right, that might look like a false start. I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll see by the judges.
Oh,
She's slipping up. She's
Stutters
slipping
on
up.
the top
Okay.
out.
Crowd's cheering her on. All right, she's going down. She's going for
Nice.
the box.
Carrying it
Over
through.
the pole. Oh, great idea going from the big box over the pole. Feet are up. Really hope that wasn't a false start for her. We'll have to see that, see what the judges say about that. That's something you got to be really careful about.
Yeah. Using that bars technique we saw Cordelia use worked out well for her. Just slipped up on that top out.
Yeah, that must have hurt her shin.
Yeah. Luckily, adrenaline's running. She probably isn't going to feel it until after this anyway. And,
Right.
this is her last event for today, so she'll be fine.
It's like we were saying, when those slip-ups happen, you got to push right through it. You can't even think about it. Man, I get so close to that
Athletes-
fan.
yeah.
That fan is scaring me.
Alyssa with a time of 29.4.
29.4.
29.4.
By far the fastest female time. Really great. You can see Renee giving her some love for that.
Yes. That's what it's about.
Sydney
right there.
Olson,
That's what it's
one of
about.
the Tempest Academy freerunning athletes.
All right.
Refs,
All right,
are you ready?
Nicholas,
Nick, are
third
you
place
ready?
in the first speed round. Let's top qualifier at Friday's
Ooh,
qualifier.
false start on Nicholas. I really hope that doesn't come back and bite him. These guys really got to look out for these false starts. And he's moving so fast.
Oh, yeah, cruising through it. Wow. Choosing to go for the bar climb. I really thought he was going to go for the dyno.
I mean, he definitely could have reached it. I mean,
Yeah. I feel like he could just stand and reach it.
Right, maybe you just didn't want to take the risk. I'm not sure if they're going to give him a false start on that one, but that's the last two in a row. These guys really got to be careful about those start. You know, you got to make sure that by the time that guy says go, your hand is still in that box. It's not worth it. Look at that smile.
Nick with a time of 20 seconds, point 19.
20.19. Wow.
Wow.
Great time.
20.19,
Even with
that's
that
a great
slip up,
time.
it's really
So
good.
I was saying about Nicholas, it's really funny because you can't tell how fast he's moving, but he's so tall, he's flying. Dylan Baker, Apex Movement Team.
Refs, are you ready?
So Dylan,
Dylan, are you ready?
I'm expecting some stuff right here. All right, Dylan's off.
All right, here goes Dylan cruising
Whoa!
out there. Whoa!
Jumps through. Wow! What is he doing? Oh my gosh! What is happening right
well,
now?
Dylan has already destroyed this course.
How is it? What? Oh my gosh! Dylan Baker!
Oh my
Wow! Wow! I cannot believe what I just saw. He strides right up to the rail and doesn't even bother going downstairs. Oh,
Wow.
Frosty, that's a run to beat. Look at that! Look! Oh, wow! I could look at that replay all day. Rail stride to pre up
Yes.
top.
Like I said, this is where that creativity comes into these speed rounds. Athletes have to know their skills and figure out different ways. How can they make it up?
Yeah.
Dylan crushing that top out.
Dylan Baker
Time's in.
with a time of 16.12.
16.12. 16.
Crushing
I'm out.
RBO
No.
scores by
We're done
4
here.
seconds.
We're done here.
Go home.
I quit.
Go home.
I quit. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Up
but
next, we have
Brandon Douglas,
Brandon
Dougie Fresh. Come on, this is where it's at.
All right, the only man
Refs,
who
are
can
you
stand in
ready?
his way now. B.
Brandon, are you
Dougie,
ready?
last year's
The pressure's got to be on him.
speed champion.
Pressure's got to be on him. Okay, Dougie's going. He's going up to the rail.
All right, popping up.
And see, Dougie's so confident on these rails.
Oh, but just not as fast.
Oh, that's going to cost him. But that dyno, though.
Yeah, he's still got that dyno.
Okay, he's going. Oh, he's not taking the dyno.
Wow. Wow, after watching him train that dyno
Yeah,
nonstop,
I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad.
I think once the athletes found out that they could hook their feet on top without having to stand, it removed their encouragement to do that dyno up to the top. Even though
Man.
it's faster to get your hand on the wall,
Right.
it's
a
slower to
shame
get your
that he
feet.
It's a shame he slipped up right there by the overhang because that's really going to cost him.
And look,
So here's the dyno that he was going to do
Yeah,
right there.
that was the skill he was gonna do.
the other way. And he's one of the only people that can do that flawlessly, so it's sad that he didn't get to do it. Wait, what happened? Was the time slip?
Brandon Douglas with a time of 20.93. 20.93.
20.93.
20.93. It's a great time, but I mean,
Nowhere near that 16.12. I mean, Dylan just crushed it.
he's not happy about that. Yeah, Brandon's looking really disappointed. Oh man.
B. Dougie just
Yeah, I mean, like once again,
Disappointed in
it's a
that.
good run, obviously, but Brandon knows how much better he can do.
yeah.
Wow, that was serious round of applause to all the competitors in that run, because that's a really mental run. You know, that's a lot, and it's a long one too. Except for Dylan.
Wow.
We'll give the
Yeah,
judges a
except
moment
for
to
Dylan,
count
who
who made it
time.
look like a
blew through
walk
it.
in the
Stick
park.
around.
And like, was he also not practicing with that one too? Did we not see him practice on that one?
Nobody saw him
Yep.
practice that.
He just kept his nuclear secrets over there.
Kept his Victoria's Secrets up.
I said nuclear secrets. Same thing. Oh.
So definitely Dylan Baker
Yeah, dude,
taking that top time, without a doubt. Lisa Serpa killing it in the women's. Renee, the really solid time as well, and Cordelia
Look how
coming in with
close
that.
Alyssa and Renee were in time. Like that's close right there.
That's about as close as it gets.
Good job, Cordelia.
Other than as close as Brandon and Dylan were on the first one.
Checking out the course 3 times on the big screen over to your left.
Wow.
Very impressive.
I almost wish there was a third course.
I could watch this all day.
Seriously, that was some exhilarating stuff right there. I really want to see a replay of Dylan's. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's just, oh man. We gotta stop inviting this guy to things.
Yeah. Dylan was the only one we could have made an entire Instagram video of his run, and it would have all fit.
That's such a good point. That is such a good point. Wow. It's reminds me of that
God.
the fight from a few weeks ago.
Those men's times up on the
Yeah.
screen.
Watching Dylan Baker run is like watching a Ronda Rousey fight. It's over before it begins.
Exactly. Look at this.
No.
Look at these times right here.
Not even close. Like I
Like-
said, all the competitors within a couple seconds except Dylan Baker, who just
Wow.
comes out
Look.
of nowhere.
Sid Mohorovic beat Brandon Douglas. That's amazing. I actually didn't see that coming. Like the top three right here, that's a good top three, and it's it shows the competitors how actually. Oh, setting up for the style.
Yeah, so again, look at that huge stride up. And then, of course, I think one of the biggest differences between Brandon's and Dylan's beginning run is that Brandon was powering through everything, where Dylan was just striding through it. Look how fast he was on the whole
Yeah.
course.
I really want to point out how he just dropped into stride off of the stage. Like that, like we were saying earlier, it's like a 6-foot drop, and he drops
Yeah.
right into a run.
Here's our second place,
There's Nicholas.
Nicholas.
I wonder if they were counting that what seemed like a false start. I mean, that
It
might
seemed
just be
like he
me.
might have just stuttered. I'm not sure how they're judging it, but overall, super clean run. We'll see how it all tallies up when the scores go together, but I think we're going to see Dylan Baker coming out with another first place.
That's definitely a false start, and it definitely affects the standings by between second and fourth place.
Yeah. So it seemed like he had a false start, but of course, apparently the refs didn't catch it. So
Yeah, again, it comes down to the refs, and they have to see it. Our
yeah, there's nothing worse than false starts because it's like it's nerves. It's nerves.
Our
But
premature release judge, Maxwell Henry, didn't call it on that one. He might have been like just missed it. It might have been just a fraction of a second. He didn't see it. If the athletes can get away with a little bit of a extra early takeoff time, all the power to them. But it looks like they're setting up for the style course now. So speed's getting tallied up. They're going to present those winners. And then we have the freestyle competition. All right, so definitely make sure to let us know what you think. What do you think is going to go down in the style round? Hashtag NAPC at Sport Parkour. Let us know. And if you got any comments on my super fresh style game, my hair, because I've been working on a new look, just hit me up at Frosty Fresh and let me know what you think.
yeah, I just had to pick mine out. Oh man, so we have a huge lineup right here in style, and you know what? Like unlike the other two events, there's no Dylan, no Brandon. So,
Who are you looking at as top placers here?
that's a really good question. I'm really looking at Dante Grazioli, of course. He's just the twist man himself. He's got a lot to offer for this round. Chris Hollingsworth, I think, is going to be a really fun one to watch. And also Jovi Bergen. He's from Calgary, and I've been watching him in practice. I actually had not seen much of him
Hey
before.
guys, my name is Bob Reese. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. this summer, I went to a gym called Ninja Quest Fitness. I really fell in love with parkour gyms, and one of the ones that I've wanted to go to for a while now is Origins Parkour. And I saw it, I saw that they were having a competition, I submitted a video, I got picked, I got my flight, I got my passport, and I'm ready to go there. I'm really excited about it. And really, I just kind of kept training like normal, but I also was making videos such as my Red Bull Art of Motion submission video, and that helped me train a lot for it, as well as training in Ninja Quest Fitness. But other than that, I'm just really excited to come. Can't wait to see you guys all there. Thanks.
You're all just pushing each other in a very healthy way. I took a little break, but the day right before I left, I went really hard as I'm hoping to do at least one bar trick in a run. Yo, stay tuned because this competition is going to be dope, so make sure you share the link to all your friends and watch the whole time because I'm probably going to follow my face.
All right. And we're back.
We are back.
Being set up. You can see the athletes just putting in their last moves, getting ready for this freestyle round.
Yeah, I was repeating to the people at home how unfortunately Bob Reese had to drop out, which is so unfortunate. You know,
I know,
Cookie
he's
Monster himself.
one of the strongest competitors in the freestyle round. I think that's one of the things for these athletes. They train nonstop. They're always pushing themselves. There's so many different things that they're always trying to do, and that tendonitis, it just overuse. And this is a terrible time for it to flare up. But getting ready for something like this, qualifying, pushing yourself, shooting videos. I know he threw down for his Art of Motion qualifier, and
seriously,
it ends up not always being the way you want it to, but the really good athletes, they have that staying power. So
let's talk about some of the ladies throwing down for the style competition. Like we got Sydney Olson from Tempest, right?
Yeah, she's one of our newest academy coaches at Tempest Academy. We basically, Jessie LaFleur, after seeing her here and competing against her, convinced her to move to Los Angeles, and
awesome.
She has been killing it.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite up-and-coming athletes. She has a gymnastics background, but she really puts together a lot of different kinds of skills. And you know what? She's a tank. Like, she throws down every time.
Right.
And we train her with the boys. We make sure that she's pushing herself, and she never takes it easy. You know? So I just got done working on Assassin's Creed job with her. We were performing every single day.
Yes.
She was one of the main stunt characters, so she was getting thrown down over and over and over, and she can take a beating and keep going.
So cool.
She can throw all of her tricks on concrete. She's like one of the new breed,
Nice.
and
yeah, I really enjoyed everything I saw her do in last year's competition, and seeing her in practice this year, I'm like, whoa, she's definitely gotten better. So I'm really excited to see some of the things she throws down. Melanie Hunt from New York of the Tribe, American Parkour is the Tribe. She's throwing down some serious moves this year.
Yeah, again, another former gymnast. She was a collegiate gymnast, went basically as high as you can go in gymnastics, but suffered some injuries early on, and didn't want to do surgery because it would take her away from doing bars, which she says is one of her favorite skills. So she avoided getting the surgery, and now she's competing in free running, which is great to see. And I think you can see some of her gymnastics background. It definitely shows. She's doing some of those gymnastic skills, but applying them in a whole new way. I'm interested to see how she puts it all together.
Right, and then Renee Dambley, who we saw in the other
in the
speed competition, and Renee's she's an Apex movement coach as well as athlete, and she throws down really hard.
Oh yeah, and she's got some really unique skills. I'm looking forward to seeing how she ties it all together.
Yes. I want to take this moment.
Doey.
Yeah, Josh Doey right there. So Josh Doey and Lucas Offmer, you can see him in the gray skill speed style shirt up at the top. They competed together at the Colorado Nat Jam competition in the 2v2. And those guys, it was so fun to watch. I only saw the video clip highlights, but it's almost like they were doing some kind of ballet interpretive dance style performance.
Very unique style of competition, and it just happened to work out for them because it just really looked like they were having the most fun. Here they're announcing the
You say
All right.
Alyssa? Nice. Great job, Alyssa. These are the awards for the speed competition, and they're combining both of the runs that you saw. Good job, Alyssa.
For the men's division, for
Oh,
the
she-
men's
okay, so she won the
division,
women's
coming
division.
in third place. From Vancouver, we have Nick Pisco-Dubienski.
Nice.
Wow, there we
Coming
go.
in third place,
Pisco Dubienski.
Nicholas Pisco-Dubienski.
Yeah. Of the
Repping
tall
Kame
boys.
House.
Of the Kame House. You're representing Kame House. I just keep saying tall guys because I'm 6'10", so I'm a little biased.
In second place, we have Brandon Douglas.
Brandon
Douglas, second place.
Yes.
Not a big surprise. I know
Looking
he was
fresh.
looking for that first place again, but sounds like it's probably going to go to his teammate, so he can't feel too bad about it.
There's Mark Turok of American Parkour right there with the signature mohawk.
Looks like he's showing them a pair of shoes that he has.
The APK Olos, I think.
Dylan making sure he's repping Apex
Look at
Movement.
that.
And coming in first place, representing Apex Movement from Colorado, Dylan Baker.
Surprise!
Dylan Baker, Team Merm. No surprise, coming in
Baker.
first place. The man ham himself.
Was this skills too? No.
Yeah, first and second in skills.
Dylan Brandon. Let's look at this run one more time. I'm sorry, that
God.
rail pre.
I could watch Dylan rail stride all day.
All right, ladies and
And if
gentlemen,
you notice
coming
too,
up
anytime
next, we
he's
have the
doing those
style
mounts or comps,
competition.
he's using his
And
fingertips
just
because
a
he does
shout
not have
out
that wrist flexibility
Dave,
to move it.
From Dave and Willis, from Brian Dorn. Yeah, shout outs from the chat room. All right, guys, so just a few minutes and
Congratulations
we
to
got the
our
style competition
speed
starting.
finalists, Alyssa Serpa winning the women's division, and then Nicolas in third place, Brandon Douglas coming in second, again in both skills and speed, and our skill and speed champion, Dylan Baker.
Dylan, and Dylan. The best in skill, speed, and
The
maybe not
best.
style, but
Honestly, I would watch Dylan do that speed run for a style run, and it would do just fine by
yeah,
me.
seriously. So what I was saying before the announcements is Jovi Bergen, he's this, one of the Pody boys he's from Calgary, and I was saying this to Jared earlier. I actually hadn't even really seen him perform before the last few days when he was practicing, but this kid surprises me. And also, like on a personal note, if he smiles and talks to you, it makes your day better. He's so charming.
Yeah, honestly, I checked
He's only
out
15 too.
I checked out some of his videos, and he has a lot of those skills I saw, which were really great. But I'd never seen him really string it together in the way he did in the qualifiers. It was great to see. He's got a unique style. He comes from actually he started off trying to do gymnastics, and apparently it just wasn't his style. He wasn't down on like doing the technique. He just wanted to flip and spin and move. And so actually one of the now Origins athletes, Josh Brower, introduced him to parkour,
Yes.
and I guess that was it for him. He was just set for life. So 15 years old, one of the youngest competitors, along with Oliver Cazier in the speed. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he throws down in this run.
Great.
Some very unique moves, just like his teammate, Josh Dowie.
I'm also excited to see Nick Provo do some stuff.
Yeah.
Nick is a great guy. He throws some amazing tricks together, amazing flip athlete. Also, he's a huge Star Wars fan, and he was showing me some videos of him doing some amazing double lightsaber flip action. You can see him at the bottom right of the screen there with his Star Wars shirt.
Yeah, definitely worth checking it out.
So check out his Jedi tricks. He's amazing to watch.
But probably one of my most anticipated athletes here is Corbin Reinhardt.
Yep.
He's out representing Tempest here at the event. He's the youngest coach we have at the academy, just turned 18. His skill set is so amazing. His confidence level is so high. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's also Milton's son in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
So if you ever go back and watch it, you can now say that kid from that movie turned out to be one of the best fighters in the
I
world.
did not know that. Like,
Yes.
I did not know that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
didn't he show up like last minute for the qualifier? Like,
Yeah, so
in his jeans.
Yeah, so showed up last minute, did not submit a video, wasn't sure if he was going to compete, and then last minute, Tempest freerunning athlete Corey DeMyers, who has been a finalist the last couple years here in the freestyle event. Couldn't make it out due to an injury, and so Corbin got sent out last minute, showed up literally 5 minutes before the qualifiers in jeans, ran up, no warm-up, and nailed his qualifier run.
Incredible.
Threw down. Everybody was blown away, and now we're just super excited to see what he's got to offer here.
I was like, who's this kid in jeans? Oh, man. It's funny how that's totally a thing. Like, if I was a judge, I'd just be like, whoa, he's wearing these jeans, you know?
Yeah, upping the level of difficulty.
Because, come on, like, it's harder. I mean, depending on the jeans, but come on, 9 times out of 10. Oh, I'm so excited to watch this, Frosty. I'm just like,
yeah. Oh, you can see Jeremy Sanders,
yes.
one of our speed athletes coming out with freestyle. He's got a very unique style, super fluid, great connections. He's got a ton of control, so I'm really looking forward to see what he does there. Chris Hollingsworth, one of the best trickers in this competition, recently suffered a hairline fracture in his foot only 6 days before leaving for the competition.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but he said the swelling all went down. He said it's feeling fine. He's able to bear weight, take impacts on it. It was just a small little crack, I guess. I don't know how
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be stopping him. I'm still seeing him throw double B twist off stuff, so
yeah,
should be good.
Yeah, injury was unfortunately a big thing this year. We had a couple of athletes that couldn't even make it because of injury, so everybody rest up. If you're ever training and you feel like, I'm not really feeling it, feel a little achy, give it a rest. It's never worth it to push it. If it's something that can wait till next week, it's better to wait till next week instead of waiting 6 months,
Absolutely.
There's Jeremy and Nick talking strategy inside, showing off their backs.
Yeah, this this part of the competition is less about your competitors and more about the judges. You've got to make sure what you're doing is impressive. And I think one of the things a lot of the athletes have to think about is what do they want to surprise the judges with versus what do they need to practice? Because a big skill or a unique movement is going to be more impressive if they haven't seen it, but you also don't want to try it for the first time and wreck it.
Right.
Because then you look like an idiot.
Right, and the way I heard that the judgment was working, so we have 5 judges, and I believe they're taking off the highest and lowest scores just in case there's some kind of bias. And so then we're left with 3 scores, and then that's the average of those scores.
Yeah. Last year we had some controversial judging calls in the 2-on-2 freestyle, and so this new competition format is meant to show up different types of skills and also to eliminate some of the, the discrepancies in the judging.
One thing I'm also excited about this course is so instead of giving the athletes the choice of what they're going to use, they basically dictated the obstacles that they have to use. Some people might see that as a negative, but where I see it as a positive is think of how much mental goes into deciding your run. So your run's already there for you, and now all you have to think about is, what moves am I going to throw out in this run? And I think it's going to be a really cool way to see just the variety that we're going to get out of the same run. So
absolutely.
Lucas Offmer on top of the big box there, Origins athlete. This kid is crazy. He's almost, I believe he's an actor as well, and you can really see it show when he's moving. There's a lot of theatrics, a lot of emotion, a lot of character into his runs, and I love seeing it. It's very fun to watch. And he's a very natural athlete, too. He reminds me of Bob Reese in a way.
All right, so just a couple more minutes of practice while everything gets set up and the judges get in place, and I think we're going to kick this off. Who do we have first up competing in style?
Looks like Jovi's going to be first.
Oh, yeah, Jovi and Corbin,
boys,
who are our on-site qualifiers, are going to be going first, followed by Jeremy Sanders and then Melanie Hunt. This is Melanie Hunt's first competition, or at least first free-running competition. She's competed clearly tons of times in gymnastics, which is definitely going to help her, but this is a whole new kind of game.
Right.
Gymnastics, you have a set parameters for how and where and what it will be like, and everywhere you go is exactly the same. In free running, it's always different. Every single time you have a different setup, you have different challenges, you need to bring new skills, and there's no set anything. Or at least the things that are set may not be what you like. It's just is what it is. So
I'm also excited to see how Daryl does in this competition.
Yeah, Daryl, 3rd place in skills. He has some very unique skills that he brings to the freestyle competition. I'm interested to see what he chooses to bring out. I know he was practicing a couple techniques. He has got some very heavily parkour influenced free running style.
Right. Here's some of the Origins kids over here practicing. I can guarantee you a few of them are going to be future competitors of this competition, especially that kid right there. I got to see him the other day in open gym, and I was like, wow, he's better than me.
Yeah, these competitors keep getting younger and younger, you know, as they get more opportunities to places like Origins. They're amazing training facilities. They're a lot safer.
Right.
There's a lot more experience going into the coaching. It makes it a lot easier for them to get an earlier start.
Right, Tempest too. All right, cool.
So again, thank you to our sponsors, Origins, who put on this whole event, and Strike Movement, who made all this possible. We would not be here without you guys. Thank you so much for having us. Be sure to tag us at Sport Parkour, hashtag NAPC, and just let us know what you think of the event. Tag your pictures, videos, tell us what your favorite moments were. Huge question marks hanging over everybody. What is about to get thrown down? There's one mat still left on the course. They're about to clear that off, and then it's about to go down.
Man, like before this goes down, I really want to just give a really amazing round of applause / pat on the back / I love you to everyone who's competed today, everyone who's about to compete in this competition, all of our athletes who unfortunately were too injured to compete. Just everybody coming out, showing their love, appreciation. That's what it's all about. I love seeing.
All right, we're going to get started in just a second here. First up, we have Jovi.
It's just amazing.
Jovi from the Pody Boys.
Oh, here we
Make
go.
Some noise
Style
if you guys are down with the Pody Boys.
Jovi from Pody Boys up first. Love this kid. I'm really excited to see what he throws down. Look at that smile. Come on.
Yeah, his first legit competition. Getting ready here. Making sure his pants are extra baggy.
It's about to go down.
All right, give him the thumbs up. Here he goes.
There he goes, Jovi. Very
All
nice.
right.
Making
Nice
him
little
look
twist.
easy. Look at that. Is he
Oh,
trying?
look at that. Nice.
Oh, yes.
Pulling a little,
Oh,
is
that
that like a
band leg.
croc out of there? That's that
Transition's a
reverse
little
core.
janky, but man.
Oh, interesting. Keeping those movements going.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice run from Jovi.
You have to tie those pants down, Jovi, because they're flying off. That was awesome. Great run. Transitions could have been a little smoother. It seems to be a little tired there. Got a little lost, but I mean, just the execution.
You can
of some
tell
of those
he's using those off-axis moves to add a little bit of gyro to it, but stumbled on some stuff that I saw him practicing really
Right there.
clean. Yeah, and then having to get set.
Oh, here goes
All right, Corbin Reinhardt. Let's see what he's setting up for here.
Run wild.
Representing Tempest Academy. All right, big
Ooh,
dive
dive
roll.
roll.
Nice.
Oh man, I wish we could
Wall
another angle of
flip
that.
popping up.
Oh, that was technical.
Backward swing through into a cork. Let's see what he sets up here on the bar. Nice top out.
Okay, going for the swing. Oh my gosh!
Super clean double
Sticks
flyaway.
a double flyaway
Look at
like
the
it was
smile on
nothing.
his face.
Look at that! Look at that!
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Rossi, wow.
The crowd going wild for that
Corbin
run.
raising
Huge
the bar
dive roll.
off the bat. Look at that! That transition was amazing.
Nice
right there.
clean flow into this. Gets set up straight
One
into
leg.
that.
Oh.
Boom. Doesn't even have to put his hands down.
That's a run
And
to
then just
beat.
comes set.
That's a
Nice
run to
reverse
beat.
muscle up too. Even that transition itself was really good.
Double
And
flyaway.
so clean. Sticks the landing.
He
and
stumped
smile
that like
on
an
his
Olympiad.
face.
Oh my gosh! Like.
All he had to do is stick up the victory arms. .2 for Corbin Reinhardt. Huge score. All right, Jeremy Sanders up next. Represent Parkour SA out of San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Again, one of our speed competitors. Coming here with a very unique style. Let's see what he does on this first box. Tack Kong over. Nice Barani. Side flip. Showing us a little bit of that flow style. Coming to the bars. Oh, stumbles a little bit on that combo.
Nice
But
bar
nice.
work by
Gets his
Jeremy
270.
there.
Oh, and he's still going. He's not done. Just adding an extra
Nice.
moves.
So he could have stopped after the bars, and honestly, most times keep going might hurt you, but that was actually a pretty nice flow run. It didn't look forced.
I think Jeremy knew he stumbled up on a couple of his moves, and so he lost some points on flow, and he was going to need to connect it a little bit better.
That was a good run by Jeremy. This bar work, I really want to highlight the 180. Like, so he lands the bar right here, and then he
Goes
turns around
180
midair,
and then
keeps
goes
swinging.
right into that, straight into that 270 into the flyaway.
Very nice. Into that wall.
I don't even think he practiced that last bit. I think he had something else in mind, and he just threw that out instead.
It did look out of hand.
6.7 for Jeremy Sanders. Not the score he was looking for. I think, his level of difficulty was not as high, and he didn't get that flow score he wanted.
Like we said earlier, they're going to get 2 attempts at this course. So everything they slip on here now, they're going to get a good chance to think about it.
All right, here's Melanie Hunt, representing the tribe, based out of New York.
Oh, Melanie's starting on top of the box. Nice Webster off.
Webster, handspring out. Nice. Go, little Mukaku over the box.
Wow.
I think that she did that on purpose, but it's hard to tell when you take such a hard hit.
Using the blue boxes.
Oh.
Has she used the A-bomb yet? Has she used the big box?
She has not yet. Doing a little bit of flow here to get herself set. Getting herself in position. Little roll in the box. I think she's definitely changed up her run from where it was originally. All right, setting up for a move here. Coming around and come off. Very
Good
nice.
run by
Good
Melanie.
finish.
That was very
Definitely
strong.
most confident on the bars. She said that's her favorite skill set.
Yeah, that move she did up on the stage, it looked a little rough, but at the same time, that's what she was going for. It had some flow to it.
Yeah, it's so hard when you have those unique skills that other people aren't throwing. If you don't hit it super clean, it can be hard to tell if it was on purpose or not.
Right. It looked like
So
she
just
went for back
heavy,
handspring, but
heavy
not
hit.
Got right back up, though. Didn't let it stop her.
I know that she was practicing that as a front full in practice, and she tried to roll out. Let's see.
It's really hard to put it all together on the day of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. We'll see what she hits in her second run. And actually, I think for a lot of these athletes doing skills like that, it'll be good for her to do that second run so she can show what she meant to do on purpose and what she wants to improve on.
right.
5.6 for Melanie Hunt.
Yep, 5.6. Probably not the score she was looking for, but see if she pulls out in her second round. Here goes Josh Joey of the Pody Boys.
Representing Breathe PK out of Calgary and Pody Boys. All right, big smile on his face. Nice Kong front to start it off. Coming up. Gainer doing the worm into a little bit of a flow.
Ooh.
Nice, using that offside of the course, which is cool. Coming up on the A-bomb now.
Oh, I like that.
Worm to Gainer, very nice. Coming into the bars. Let's see what bar skills he's got here. All right, here he goes.
On the final
Put
obstacle.
up, muscle up.
Nice.
Nice.
Looked like he slipped up there a bit at the end, but I was loving that run.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Bar skills, definitely one of his weaker areas. So you
Joey
can
with
see
the big
using
old
some
smile the whole time. Nice gainer to warm up. Spin around. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
coming into some cool, unique movements, using some interesting parts of the course. I saw him practicing that worm to Gainer a lot, which is nice to see him hit it clean. The bar skills definitely, though, like I said, one of his weaker areas, so you can see him using some of the simpler bar techniques to try and make it work out. But overall, relatively clean run. 6.7 from Josh Doey.
Nice.
Looks like he's okay with that score right now. But I'm thinking Chris Hollingsworth is going to be killing it on this next one.
Ooh, representing Crusade Clothing. I'm excited for this one right here.
All right, starting sitting on the ledge.
Push up the box.
Dash into right into Webster, popping off.
Oh,
There
nice
you go.
waffle.
Stumbling on some of the moves that he has really easily. Taking his time.
Ooh.
But lands that B twist, double B twist really clean, walking over. I know the judges aren't going to like that.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't like
affect his
that.
Transition score.
I'll be totally honest. I think
Chris
this
is
is
looking tired.
yeah. You know, he's suffering, like I said, from several injuries. Oh, and that's he's got a bad ankle, bad foot, and he's not feeling good right now. I know.
Yeah, he busted out that fly at the end, but he hit that bar. Oh, looks like he was trying to do a cast back, but, you know, I guess he just settled for that flyaway. Once again, this is his first run. He's going to be able to clean that up in Heat 2, but he's really going to have to clean up those transitions. Walking from obstacle to obstacle is really going to hurt his final score. Nice
Yeah,
beat
such
twist,
good power moves. You know, we saw him warming up so many great things in practice. It's just rough to see him.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell even right here as he's getting ready his move.
Oh, hitting that bar.
Oh.
You gotta look out for that. You gotta look out for your home environment.
5.5 for Chris Hollingsworth.
He's not happy with that score.
I think he knew straight away though that was not going to be a good run for him.
Yeah.
Those are not the skills that he wanted to put out there.
All right,
Corbin Reinhardt still in a strong first place.
Renee Dambley's up next.
All right, definitely looking forward to seeing what she's got to throw here. Threw with a little bit of
nice
flow
moves.
there. Oh, nice outside leg side.
That's good.
Little wall flip. Popping up here. A little bit of flow.
Nice flow moves there.
Setting up.
Gainer off the
Clean
box.
gainer lands a little low on it. Let's see what she's got for the bars here. Setting up. One leg hook. Popping in. Oh!
Oh, she should have stopped. She should have stopped while she was hot.
Yeah.
You gotta
yeah,
be careful of that. You're gonna want to get greedy and add more to your line, but at the same time, if you feel like you're peaking, stop it there. Stop while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Overall, though, pretty good run by Renee. I like the style to it. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, she had good transitions set up. I don't know if she hit it all as clean as she wanted to. And then I think that flyaway just ended up a little bit closer to the bar and leaning back. And so she wanted to do something to take it out and then just was like, no, I'm not going to bust it.
Yeah, it definitely looked like she was going for a swing gainer right there, but she wasn't feeling it, which is probably the best. All right, Lucas Othmer.
All right, Lucas Othmer
Origins
now.
Athlete. I love watching this kid move. This is going to be a good run.
All right, here goes Lucas. Kong pre-front.
Very
Nice. Stepping in with that
nice. Yeah,
tap.
Lucas has
Cork
got
off the top. Nice
Nice.
little Pasha palm flip. Hits
Oh.
that side flip pre. Just barely hits it. Oh, it's going to have to get set again.
Oh, looks like he wasn't feeling that final move.
Yeah, he wasn't practicing that bar move at all. He had a different one planned out. I don't know why he switched it up. I think it just got in his head.
Yeah, I mean, it might have happened a lot faster than he was planning.
Yeah, this is one of his first competitions as well, and it's
That's
important to keep that in mind. If you don't have that comfort zone,
Right there,
he
that's
hit
a nice
everything
move.
really clean here. Everything was going his way, and then I think after he messed up that side pre, it just put him in a bad position, and he was like,
his
"Why
head.
am I doing this?" You can even see as
That
soon.
little bar where his legs are almost hitting, that's
Yeah.
a lot of these athletes.
And look at
off.
even here. What am I doing? Why did I do that? I'm confused.
All right, coming up next.
Is this
Nick
real life?
Provo,
Lucas coming in with
Jedi. Oh,
5.5 for Lucas Othmer.
5.5.
He seems like he's accepting of that score because he was not happy with that run. He's looking forward to a new one.
All right, Nick Provo up next.
Nick
Jedi
Provo.
himself. Pretty excited to see what this guy pulls out.
Representing Team Star Wars. He's the only member right now.
Representing
but
the Jedi
we're all on
Academy.
his side. Yes, representing the Jedi Academy. Ooh, very clean gainer full.
That was nice.
Hits that elevator front. Nice step out of his wall inward.
He's looking really
Pops
comfortable out
back.
there.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. I hope we can get another angle on that. 'cause
Great flow. There you go. Ooh, just
landed on
throwing
his butt,
one
but-
too many skills.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Hesitated a bit on that push gainer, but you know what? The rest of the beginning of that run is really flowing.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come through and try to hit that clean in the next one because that gator full, super clean. Let's see it again.
Right, if you clean-
Yes,
clean up a bit of
sticks
those-
it, hits
There we
that
go.
elevator, step out. Look at that, step off on the wall inward,
Right. If you clean up a bit of
pops
those
off. Yeah,
transitions
you
and
can see
walks
that
up in that
nice
ball
flow
he had,
there. So it's good. You saw he only used his left foot, went straight into that Webster, and then just under rotated, and then wasn't set for this. And he was like, "Oh no, I'm still not set. Oh, I'm just gonna do it." So he's definitely gonna lose points on that, but overall, good run, and I want to see him do another one.
Right. Some of these athletes might want to think about shortening their run by 1 or 2 moves just so it's a bit more solid.
All right, seven flat puts him
Good
in
job,
second place.
Nick. right, Daryl's up
Daryl
next.
Stingley. All right, here comes Daryl. He was 3rd place in the skills. He's got a unique style, coming very smooth, a little bit of
calm
nice,
dash
very
out.
clean, 540 out of there. Getting set.
Nice.
Look at that.
Okay, I really like that run. Okay, he's doing a lot more traditional parkour moves, but at the same time, it made the run really breathe. He didn't have like
Yeah,
consistent
my
tricks.
only fear is that, you know, the 2 hot spots on on both boxes. He didn't do even very high level parkour moves.
true.
They're very basic level. It was very smooth, clean run. I think he's going to get an okay score. Good execution, but he could definitely get something. But he's definitely happy. That's his kind of run. Yeah. The wave runner is loving it. That's definitely his kind of run, and he's very happy about. So I think he'll get a good score for his execution, for the flow.
Yeah, the judges are talking about it still. Oh, here we go. 7.5.
Wow.
What did I tell you? It's not just about the tricks that you
7
do. It's about how well that whole run connects. And Daryl showed that it's better to be short and sweet than drag it out.
Well, I think that's definitely going to have a lot of these athletes rethinking their runs.
Yes, sir. That run's going to make everyone rethink what they're doing. Nathan Weston.
All right. Super excited to see Nathan Weston's run. He's representing Parkour Vision's great skill set. This nice Kong,
Ooh, that
waffle.
Lands a little iffy, but
Oh,
low
super
cast
low
back.
cast
Nice
back.
to card out.
Nice, setting up here.
Worm drop. Very
Yeah,
nice.
no, that was a good gargoyle gainer. He's getting in good position. Nice little flow stuff. Let's see where he sets up here.
Woo!
Yeah. Great bar skills.
That was a really good run by Nathan
Good
Weston.
use of this course.
Seemed really comfortable. That might be one
Yeah.
to beat.
Again, just an easy Kong, waffle, and then that great cast back.
I feel like he can clean it up a little bit, but if he could, that would be one of the best runs tonight.
There you go.
Great transitions.
Yeah, he actually used that bar. He's so tall, he couldn't not put his feet on it, so he just turned around on it. All right, let's hear his score.
Eight point
What? 8 point what? 8.8?
8
flat. Oh. All right, 8 flat for Nate Weston. That puts him in 2nd place, right behind Corbin Reinhardt, right before Daryl Stingley.
Here comes Sydney Olsen.
All right, here comes Sydney. Go up on the box. Set up nice, sitting back, a little flow off the ball. Nice Kong
Looking
front
good.
over. Trinity's out. Super good flow so far. Let's see what she sets up. Nice back full.
Oh, Sydney's killing
Very
it right
clean. Setting up, swing, and
Woo!
inward.
Oh,
it
doesn't
just
quite
takes a
stick
little
that final
fall.
move, but man, that was a good run. If
Oh,
she can stick
such
that
a good
final,
run. She had such good flow right up until that point, and that's one of the things she's really been working on. You know,
it shows. It really does.
yeah, you can see the judges deliberating on it now, but you know, Sydney, she's been working. You know, she has a lot of high-level moves, and she's been working to even just take some of those down and just focus on getting good transitions between them. So this was some of the best flow we've seen from her. Tried to go straight into that reverse flyaway and just wasn't able to nail it.
Right. I really liked the full she did off that the big box.
Super clean. Then here, just wasn't able to get quite enough out of it.
Yeah. If she took a little more swing, that would have got a little higher
Yeah,
on it.
but I know she's trying not to do those extra swings.
6.7.
6.7. That puts her in great contention. She's in a really good spot right now.
I would have given her a bit more, but she had that fall. So
Yeah, I think if she comes through and hits that clean again, then that could put her in potentially in a good spot.
I would give her so far, I'd say potential podium for her.
Yeah, Dante Grazioli.
Here we go.
My
Dante's
man,
ready.
all right,
I'm
here,
pretty
coming
excited
here.
for
We're
this
looking
right
forward
now.
to seeing some good moves from him.
Okay, here goes Dante.
All right,
Ooh,
side,
over
straight
both
into a
boxes.
side, wall
Little
back
back
handspring,
handspring.
pops up,
Ooh,
double full, very nice.
Let's take it too much.
Side pre,
The flow there.
yeah. Oh, and coming
Yes!
up into that push back.
Solid run by Dante
Nice.
Grazioli. I really like the transition connection he did between from the big box to the bar. That was sick.
Yeah, side, straight to the side, wall back handspring. He's got those double fulls so easy. The only thing I think they could
boom,
fault him on was
boom.
maybe that flow, just going back and forth on the box if he had done some transition there, but his hitting that that pushback off the bar is really nice. 8.3. That puts him in strong second place. Really great run from Dante Grazioli. He's looking very happy with that. I think he's definitely looking forward to that big trick combo at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Because he definitely has some of the strongest single moves here.
Okay, here we go, Zen Shimada.
And a big international favorite, Zen Shimada, representing PK Mon out of Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Our first international competitor. You may be wondering why a Japanese competitor in North American parkour competition. Well, one answer, very simply, triple corks.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, setting up here. Nice little flow. Ooh, stumbles a little bit on his first move, but
Ooh,
a
that
really
was pretty.
clean waffle. Coming over here to the side. See what he's got here. Oh, very interesting take on like a palm spin style move. Setting up here. Nice styly move.
Yeah, Zen's got a lot of style in between his movements, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, setting up here. Let's see what he does on the bar. Coming up. And swing back.
it.
Very nice.
Nice run
very
by
comfortable, very confident. I think he could definitely clean that up for a second run, but overall, a great run from Zen. Ton of style. Looking really cool on that course. But stumbling a couple times on some little stuff there.
I love what he was doing with his arms there in that full. It was very clean.
Yeah, just showing that he has the level of difficulty and throwing some unique style on those moves. But some stutter steps definitely gonna cost him a little bit on the score, but he did a lot of moves.
I feel like he didn't want to take that extra swing there, but I'm not sure.
Zen coming in with a 7.8 on his first run.
7.8.
That's a good
score, strong score from Zen.
I feel like he can get higher though.
I do think he can get higher. I also know he is really looking to try and score highly on that big trick combo, because he's got a really, really strong triple cork as well. And I know Dante was looking at it. We'll see what they end up throwing down, but we've got one more round here on the combo run. I'm looking to see how much changes between the two runs.
Women's division, but like point-wise, she's tying for 7th place.
All right, you can see Daryl again. Super clean run, stuck all of his moves. Mean mugging as he walks off.
Okay, here's the scores right now. Corbin Reinhardt up top with an 8.2. Right behind him, Nathan, and then right behind him, Zen. That's a good 1, 2, 3 right there.
Dante is in first at 8.3.
Oh, actually, Dante is in first with 8.3.
Oh, Dante in first with 8.3 right now. And then second place, Corbin Reinhardt. In our women's division, we got Sydney Olsen with 6.7, Melanie Hunt, and Renee Dambly tied with 5.6.
Tied with 5.6. I'm really excited to see Sydney's next run, because I feel like if she can clean up like a tiny bit, it's going to go up dramatically. All right, round 2 coming up. I don't think I'm ready, Bros. Are you ready?
Oh, I don't know if I'll ever be ready for this. All right, Jody's up here. Judges in place.
Jody's up again. Jody and the Pody Boys, which is short for podium. Let's see if they take it.
Okay. Joby gets set. Let's see what he changes from his last run. All right, hitting that back full. Very nice.
It's going up top. Using the stage.
This is his run that he used from his qualifier. Oh. Changing it a little bit around. Call it a day for Joby.
There you go.
Tell he didn't hit all of his moves the way he wanted to.
Right.
I know he had a couple others planned. He had that down Kong that he didn't hit on the wall that he hit during the qualifiers.
Yeah, it looked like he was planning something there for the end and didn't quite pull it out, but you know what? It was a really good, solid rest of the round.
Yeah. Just stumbled on that cash down. You can see athletes, it's very easy to stumble on just those little flow transitions. And like I said, they don't necessarily add to your score, but they can definitely take away if you don't hit it, and you have to have them on point, because they're the bread and butter that connects everything.
Right. Look at that smile.
All right, he'll be sticking with that 6.8 from his first run.
Okay.
All right,
Congrats to
Corbin.
Jovi. Let's see what he does in the big
Let's
trick.
see if he can take that first place spot from Dante Grazioli. He had a really strong first run. I don't know what he's going to clean up between the two of them.
What's he looking at? Oh,
He's
Corbin.
getting himself ready. This is his first freestyle competition ever. All right, setting up. Oh, 360 dive roll. Very nice, coming up onto it.
Wow.
Sets through to this.
What's he gonna put on right here? Just, settles for a flyaway.
I think he's
really
going to
nice.
settle with that first score. His
technical dive rolls in there.
Yeah, that 360 dive roll was super nice. I think it just set him off a little bit for the wall flip, so he turned it into a two-step.
Boom.
Actually, almost into a...
Right, but they're only going to count the best score. So we'll see if that one...
And then wasn't able to hit that reverse top out again, so just pulled the fly away and called it a day. I'm thinking he's going to end up sticking with that first score.
Waiting for score for Corbin.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident he's going to stick with that 8.2 from the first round. I mean, that was a great dive roll. Yeah. He's going to keep with that first round score.
Keeping that 8.2.
We'll see if Jeremy can improve on his score coming up next.
I feel like Jeremy definitely can tighten up parts of that first run, so let's see if he goes to that first run or a new one. The athletes are allowed to use the same run as before if they would like to clean it
Oh, nice. Had to stumble a little bit with his hands.
Looked like he
that
had to.
Barani.
Right, definitely better on that.
But misses his grab.
Yeah, he's going to have to go with his first
Oh,
run
you can
there.
tell he's disappointed in that. Really wanted to
he's-
improve on that first score. But a
Yeah.
great run from Jeremy Sanders out of San Antonio, Texas. You can see on that replay, started off really strong, had that tack Kong and really nice, and then just dropped a little bit low, just didn't get his chest up enough. Tried to smooth out that first part, probably so he could clean up his bar skills, and then just missed on that 270 regrab. Jeremy probably also going to end up sticking with that first skill.
Sticking with that first score again. All right, coming up next, Melanie Hunt. All right,
There comes
Hunt of
Melanie.
the tribe.
In that Webster,
like that
into
walk
the
out.
step out again.
Oh, she had a bit of a
stumbles
stumble on that
ball
ball
flow.
box. Hopefully, she doesn't think about it too much.
All right, hitting a little stall.
Nice. Yes.
Coming with a little bit of stylish flow there. Let's see if she sets up for that front full. Yeah,
Oh,
hits that front full.
nice.
I think she knows she's not getting the flow points now, so she's just focusing on trying to hit her moves nice and clean.
Ooh,
There you go.
a bit of
It's
a
a
fall in the
gymnastic,
box.
but it's a gymnastics move. I think she's been planning to try and hit it like that. She can set up, see what she
Set
hits
up for
here.
the flyaway. Oh, no.
Nope, topping out. And drops it off
Oh.
the bar.
She got a little tired in the end there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wonder if she's going to be sticking with her first score as well. It seems to be what happened with the other
Yeah, I
athletes.
think it's going to end up being that first score, too. Get this first part down, Webster into that handspring. I do think, too, with a lot of these athletes that are just getting comfortable with competition, they're overtraining a lot of their skills,
Yeah.
and they're getting really tired. So that front full, she hit really nice,
I really
but
like the
overall
rollout.
flow was just not very clean. And
Yeah.
then she was able to hit that suicide.
Yeah. I really, just like Daryl showed us with his first run, you know, it's sometimes short and sweet. You want
Yeah.
to be short and sweet. If you try to cram too much in, the top's going to pop off the can, you know?
All right, Josh Dowie up next.
Here we go, Josh Dewey.
Doesn't have that smile he had from his first round. He looks like he's taking it a little bit more serious. Oh, tap back gainer, but doesn't have the power to come all the way around. Some nice flow moves. Let's see if he can tie it up.
There he goes.
Oh, goes to 2 feet that time.
I love that worm.
He definitely shortened his run, but he throws him off. He's got to hit that last
Looks a
bar.
little confused.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely some
Josh
unique
ripped
flow
on
in
the
there.
bars.
Oh,
Knew
had
he
to
wasn't going to be thrown down.
Oh, man, poor Josh. Everyone's looking really tired out there for the second run, Frosty.
Yeah. I like that tap back for the gainer, but it just didn't give him the power he needed. Kind of threw him off there. That flow is looking good. He's able to hit this worm to that caster, but then just didn't hit his bars. They're already not a strong suit for them, so the level of difficulty wasn't going to be there, and then his execution just wasn't on point. Tried to save it, doing a little bit of a combo out.
I'm not sure what you would call that last move, but I really liked it.
I think you would call that Pasha Steez.
6.8, staying with his first score.
Yeah, sticking with his 6.8.
All right, here's Chris Hollingsworth. He's really going to want to try to do something different than last time if he wants to
Okay,
pull
you can
the
see he's
score up.
starting from a lot farther back here. He's all the way in the audience.
I actually can't even see him. I don't know if he's allowed to do that. Renee, look where he's starting. Can he start there?
Yeah, you can start there, right? Yeah, he's starting all the way back there.
Okay, I just
He
remember
better be
hearing-
setting up for something awesome, though.
Okay, here goes Chris all the way in the audience. What's he about to do?
Oh!
Wow!
Yes,
He's
hits
gonna have to
that
transition that
crane
nice.
double A twist.
Okay,
Swing
this is
through
what
into the
I'm
court.
talking
Ooh,
about. Come on,
stumbles
Chris,
a little
keep
bit on
going.
it.
Nice
palm flip. Setting up here. Ooh, double cork.
cork.
Lands a little low, but still really nice. Let's see what he sets up here on the bar. Oh, really super low
Ooh.
flyaway. And then, oh, he's not done.
Might want to quit it while you can.
Ooh, just barely pulls through that
Very
last
technical second
double
run by Chris
B.
Hollingsworth. I do feel like his transitions were still a little weak in that one, unfortunately. Though he did have some really nice big tricks in there.
Yeah, that double A was amazing. So clean, straight over the top. Cork was good, just stumbled a little bit on the landing. Really clean palm flip. Came up here. Had that double cork. Really nice. A little low on the landing, but still solid. And then set up a weak setup for the bar move. And then taking a long time again to set up for this last combo. But, I mean,
Landing was a
to be
little
fair,
iffy.
he had 3 dubs in that one run.
That's a good point. Very good point. A lot of dubs. 6.9.
6.9, much better score.
Much better than his last score. So
He's a lot
happy
happier with
about
that one.
All right,
Renee
Renee
Dambley.
Drinks
Not
your
quite as
soda.
peppy as her first run. All right, there she is. There's that outward side again.
She's going with that first
Nice
run.
wall flip. Seems like she just wants to clear up her run.
Fell off the box.
See, that's what I'm saying about those flow transitions. They're so necessary, but if you don't hit them clean, it can totally tear you apart. Oh, let's see if she does it this one.
There
you go. Hits that gainer now.
With the fierce attitude at the end. It's hard to say. That might actually been better than her first run.
Yeah, she did have that stumble. You could see her face right before she was running. What am I about to do again? There he goes. Hit that outward leg side.
Good early transitions for Renee.
Nice, and
right
then-
there is where she stumbled, which she
Yeah.
got back up off of it pretty well, but we all knew what she was trying to do, so.
Yeah, a little low on that gainer. But was able to hit this last bar move a lot cleaner. And then definitely, I think, just had to hit that gainer just for her own.
6.4.
Yeah, much better
Higher
score.
than the last
for
score.
Renee.
Still isn't beating Sydney's first score, though.
All right, Origin Parkour's Lucas Othmer stepping up to the plate. Definitely looking to improve on his last run. Didn't have a bar move. Here goes Kong pre-front, very
Clean.
nice. Tap.
Looking good on this
There you go.
transition.
So far, really nice. Really close to the box. Ooh. Oh, does that
my
palm
gosh.
flip on the
So he
bar.
slipped off that box he landed on, and that's going to hurt him a bit, but the way he was able to go right into that palm flip off the high bar, it's pretty good.
Yeah. A little sad we didn't get to see that precision wall flip he was
No,
practicing.
it's so, wait, big move maybe? No, because he can't use
He
bars.
can't use the bars, no. So Definitely a better run for Lucas, but overall, I think still had a little bit of that slip up on that pre. He's just rushing it, you know?
He is. If he slowed down a bit more, actually, that would have been a lot better for him. With
Look
the
at
high
that.
fives at the end. Yeah, Lucas Othmer.
So I think he's going to get
From
an
the
improvement.
wildlands
Definitely an
of
improvement on
Yellow
his last
Knife.
run. We'll see what the score is coming in now.
Now, Lucas lives in Vancouver now, but he used to live in Yellowknife. And when he showed me where that was on a map, I couldn't imagine how cold it got up there.
It looks like the judges are really having to deliberate here. All right, 6.4 for Lucas Othmer.
High five palm flip to
Nice.
Tom. Yes. I wish we could count points for that part.
All right, Nick
All right,
Provo.
Nick Provo. Nick had a really good score of a 7 last time. Let's see if he can beat that.
Really clean gainer pulls.
Stuck
Got that
that.
on lock.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh,
Ooh.
really unique.
Look at that.
Nice. Definitely stringing this together super well. Oh!
Solid run by Nick Provo.
Yeah,
That's
great.
got to be better than the first one.
Oh, yeah, definitely a stronger run than his first one. Linked it together a whole lot better.
Oh, man. I really
Very
enjoyed
unique
that.
moves. Corbin right on.
Look, I really like how he stuck this first trick right here. Like, boom.
Yeah, and I love it. He used that scoot to get into that off-axis wall gainer. Nice push gainer off that.
That was a really good use of the bar.
Step up palm flip off the
think a lot
high
of people are
bar,
convinced-
roll into that palm flip off the low
Right.
bar.
I feel like a lot of the athletes are like think that they have to do a swing trick, but you know, they just
7.9 for Nick Provo.
Very nice for Nick.
Great score. Puts him right up there with Zen and the rest of the athletes. So Daryl had a strong run, but now he's definitely been pushed out of the podium spot. He's going to have to fight just to make it into the top 7 to get to the second round.
I do feel like he could have cleaned up a little bit of his last run, so let's see if he does that or goes for something new.
He's going to have to do something harder if he wants to take it to the next level. So dash safety. Steps up.
Nice
Little
use of the
side of the
stage.
top. Again. Oh.
Nice.
A little different run.
Short and sweet. There wasn't a lot of technical difficulty moves in there, so we're gonna see if the judges give points for that.
And not quite as clean as his first run either. Still overall. There you go. You can see he strung it all together. It's good level of difficulty, not as high.
All right.
Even
7.7.
He went up 0.2, 7.7. Wow.
Yeah. Judges
Very
are loving what
interesting.
Daryl's doing. He's bringing a different style to it. Okay, Nathan Weston is up.
All right. Nathan Weston, I love watching this guy move. It's so clean, so powerful. He's a big dude, but he strings it together so well.
Nice.
Popping over the front.
Looking confident. Looking confident. Way to
Oh.
go, Nathan. Oh, big side.
Yeah.
That was a run.
Great
That was
pike on
good.
that swing
Oh my
pass.
gosh. Oh, the crowd's going
Wow.
wild over that. It was so clean. Big
Yeah.
gap side. Sorry, I'm screaming right now.
Side pre over that gap from the stage to
Oh,
the A-bomb. I think that's going to
Hercules,
push him up.
Hercules.
Great execution.
Look at this. Look at this replay.
Wow. Look at this nice flow, backhand spring.
What a creative way
360
to
backhand
get the
spring.
running room for that side.
Yeah, and then, just barely makes that side pre.
It's
And it
gonna be a
comes
run
out
to
here, hits that really, really clean.
Pencil season. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Stalling out that swing back. Oh, wow. Great run from Nathan Weston. That's the kind of run that we want to see. I think that we're looking at one of the top scores there.
9!
Wow. 9 from Nathan Weston. Unbelievable. comboed it all together, super clean. That's the kind of run that we're looking to see from these athletes. That's what we're talking about. High level of difficulty, great execution, really good flow. So great.
I apologize for my excitedness. I just couldn't handle it. Oh, yes. All right, Sydney Olsen up next.
Yeah, that's a tough run to follow. Wow, just barely making it over that gap. You can see the judges going nuts there. Right, here's Sydney setting up. Very nice.
I really like the way she
step
strings
up
things
Kong
together.
front. Very clean, stepping up. Going a little slower into these transitions.
Nice, it might pay off.
Getting set, she wants to land it.
Oh! Still a clean run, man.
Yeah,
if she
still
did
clean.
not hit her bum on the floor on that one, though.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get the power to make it around. I know that she had it in warm-ups. But still very happy with that run. She had all of her moves were there. Just taking her time a little bit more, so her flow wasn't as good. I don't know if this score will be better or not than the first one.
I'm thinking better, but I'm not positive, so.
Yeah. She did hesitate a little bit more on a couple of those techniques, but she is one of the only competitors who's able to get a full extension on that swing.
7.4. Wow, very
for Sydney
nice.
Olsen. Amazing score. That's
she's happy
definitely got
about
her in the
that.
top female position.
She's competing with a lot of the men right now too. Like
Yeah.
she's right in there. Like it's almost a shame seeing her on a different scoreboard. Personally.
All right, Dante is holding off. He's going to stick with his score and hold out for the big trick move, and Zen's going to be up next.
Yeah, probably a smart move by Dante.
Yeah, I think he's very happy with his first run. He's confident he's not going to beat Nathan's 9, so he just wants a strong score to see who he can take into that finals round. All right, Zen Shimada up now. Let's see if he changes anything from the first run. Give him the thumbs up.
Here goes Zen. Ooh.
Nice, a lot cleaner on that one. Wall double full.
That was pretty. This is a
His
good run
really
by
unique
Zen.
wall trick. You can see a smile on his face.
Oh, it's that
nice.
style,
that
baby.
Rise full, so clean, steezed out. All right,
Here
here he goes,
final
pulling. He's
bar
gonna get that
trick.
cast. Nice.
Nice.
There you go, going to that swing back.
That's got to be better than his
really
first
nice.
run.
Definitely better than his first run. Cleaned up his moves on the vault
Yeah,
box. Hit that wall dub instead of the waffle.
Really like that wall dub. He had a 7.8 last time, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Boom.
Clean transition there. Really great wall dub.
Look at the judges.
Yeah, so stoked on that.
He has a really good scramble between
Yeah, you
moves.
could see
like,
him
it's fast,
smiling
but
as he
it's
get
not
into it.
out of control, and I love watching that.
That rise full, so nice. Looping in, setting up, and then just, it's so clean. Very happy with that.
8.4.
Wow.
But we know who's on top right now.
Moving him into the second place position.
Yes, Zen.
Such a good
Great
run from Zen.
run. This is that wall dub. That really did a lot for him.
Really, really great run.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so our top 7 competitors from that moving on into the finals round.
Oh
Big
my
trick.
gosh. Big trick. Here
One
we
move
go.
to rule them all.
Oh, man.
They're going to be clearing this course out. It's totally open. They only have 3 structures that they can use for this. It's the high wall, the stage, and the IMAX ledges. All right, so there's your top scores for the men's combo. Nathan Weston, of course, in first with that huge 9.0.
Oh my gosh.
Dante Grazioli, 8.3. Zen Shimada in third with 8.4. And then Corbin Reinhardt just edged out in that 8.2.
Right, and then Nick Promo right behind him in the fifth place at 7.9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Canadian math right there. Got Zen Shimada in third with 8.4. But looks like Zen Shimada is actually in second place right now with that 8.4. Dante Grazioli in third with that 8.3. But everybody well behind Nathan Weston's 9.0. So there's going to be a lot of ground to cover. If he can even throw a marginally solid big skill here, he's going to crush it. But of course, the thing to remember is with the big trick, they don't have to hit it on their first try. They get 3 attempts.
Three attempts. Very true.
That offers the ability to try it out, and if it's not going to stick on the first one, you can get another chance to do it. Joey Adrian, one of the judges, just nailed a Kong Gainer over the wall.
Yes.
You know you're at a good comp when even your judges are doing Kong Gainers during their break.
Look at Joey trying to act like no one saw that. Oh. Man, look, they're the ladies loosening up. A lot of these athletes. I'm really excited to see what Corbin's going to pull out in this round. I'm really excited to see what Dante's going to do, what Zen's going to do. I just can't even tell you guys. Like, it's about to go down. And once again, I'm a huge fan of this format with the big move. Jovi. Looking jovial as usual.
All right. Just making sure they know it's only the top 6 competitors from that last round make it through to that next course. So I think first up is going to end up being Daryl.
It's any moment now, folks. We're going to get started. Oh, man. This is really anybody's game, Frosty.
Yeah, at this point, it's so open. Anything can go down. Joey just saying that, nope, I definitely didn't qualify.
All right, Corbin's on deck.
All right, Corbin has a tough job.
Yeah. Corbin walking around in the middle right now in his signature shirt.
All right, getting set for his first move. Let's see what he does here. Looks like he's setting up for a wall trick.
Thumbs up, he's ready.
All right. Oh!
Wow.
Tap 360 waffle.
Yeah, we're going to have to get another angle on that. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Remember, he gets 3 attempts.
Yeah, so his first one, super clean. We will see that replay so you guys can actually see it, but super, super clean. Tack 360 waffle. Really nice.
All right, coming up next, Nick Provo. We definitely want to get wide to see this. Here we go.
Goes.
Ooh,
Oh.
Kong Gainer.
Very
Flat.
nice, super clean, comfortable, flat Kong Gainer.
Very nice.
Just a little bit of cheat off to the side, but for the most part, super clean. Definitely high level of difficulty. Lands it nice. Plus, little strategy, he can land really low inside there because the judges can't see his landing. Kind of a smart move. Always scary to watch somebody throw that move. Super high level of difficulty.
Yeah,
a lot of
Kong-
opportunity for head smashing.
Right, a Kong Gainer done right, you know, it just looks like, okay, cool, but like you got to think about exactly what you just said, all the clipping that could possibly happen with that move.
All right, Daryl Singley up now. Let's see what he sets up. I know he had a few different options for this. All right, he's... All right, here he goes. Huge Kong pre.
Wow!
Nice Barani
Oh
off.
my gosh, huge Kong Pre into Brawny. That is a giant Kong Pre, not to mention doing something out of it like that. Good job linking it together.
So judges definitely can appreciate the high level of parkour skill there. We'll see how they feel about that full combo. And again, the level of difficulty, comparing that to something like a Kong Gainer, you know?
Right.
One is based on how big the skill is. All right, Nathan Weston setting up for what appears to be another wall trick.
Right, here we go.
Nate, are you ready?
Here goes Nate, who had that amazing side.
All right. Cart.
Ooh.
It's a cart down Kong. Very
good move.
clean. I'm thinking he probably just wanted to get something on the board to make sure that he had something to go along with his run. I mean, he had the strongest combo run. I don't think that's going to be the strongest big trick, though. But you can see we had that great angle, how clean it was. Cart, down Kong.
It's one of those moves that's a lot more technical than people give it credit for.
Yeah. All right. Here's Dante coming up to the edge.
Oh, man, we're definitely going to need to... Oh, this is going to be exciting.
A lot of pressure on his shoulders right now. See if he can come out of that third place spot, especially if Zen, who's in that second place spot, is also going to be doing that triple cork.
Do you think he's going for the cork? Could be that side to side, right?
Could be. Could go either way. Here he goes.
Oh, here it goes. Oh! Stumbles a bit, almost topples into the judges,
Yeah.
but he sticks it nonetheless. Remember, he has 2 more attempts after this one to pull that off.
So watch that
There's
replay.
a lot of spinning going on here.
Gets his signature hair flop in. And setting up. And you see 1, 2, 3.
Ooh!
Ooh. Stumbles a little bit on that landing. Definitely almost takes out the judges.
Almost takes out the judges. Zen Shimada, here we go. Attempt number 1. Looks like
All
he's
right, here
starting
goes
from the
Zen. Yeah,
ground.
starting on the ground. Surprising. Let's see what he hits here. I'm thinking maybe wall. Oh, very clean. Wall double full.
Yeah.
Signature move from Zen.
So what I think about too, like they are also getting points for how clean their moves are. So
Exactly.
you could go for something bigger, but to do something very clean, that's going to give them a lot of points too.
Look at how that just sticks that double full. So nice. That's a 720 wall flip.
And yes, oh,
Really nice.
and that gives him 2 more attempts to even go bigger if he'd like to.
Yeah.
They're the coach, the judges right there.
All right. And we'll see who they got up here next. I think it'll be the ladies coming out next. So we'll have Melanie Hunt hitting it up. All right, representing the tribe out of New York, New York. Here she goes. Let's see, she's setting up on the IMAX wall. All right, she's giving the thumbs up.
It looks like she's going for something.
Could be Wormback. Oh, yeah, lands a little bit low.
A little low.
But again, her landing is hidden by that wall from the judges, so they actually can't see that. So all they know is that she got around.
Right, it's a very technical move, that one back right there.
Very nice. I think she'll probably get a decent score for that. Renee Dambly. I know Renee was setting up something big on the high wall. I can see her eyeing it out. Yeah, she's climbing up. All right. Looks like she's going to go for that gap flip. So she's moving up to one of the highest parts of the course. Definitely upping the level of difficulty.
We saw her doing this one in practice.
Yeah, it was not the cleanest thing I'd ever seen in practice, so I'm hoping it goes better now.
Here we go, Renee. Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, she stumbled backwards off that side, which was a little scary, but then
It looks like even she is surprised by that.
Now, she definitely wants to look like she has a little more control over it, but at the same time, if she can harness that and make that the move itself in one of her next 2 attempts, I think she's going to have something.
Yeah.
It's a really big side gap.
Yeah, and it
Here she
looks like
goes.
she just
Nice
barely made the
control.
gap.
That was actually a really nice control push-off, too. Like, she was definitely looking.
Yeah.
Look at
All right, and then
Cindy
last
Olsen.
last competitor, Cindy Olsen, looking fierce as what all.
Judges ready. Sydney is
All
ready.
right, Cindy Turbo up to the line. See what she's got here. Setting up, looks like angel drop. Oh, angel full! Very nice.
Angel full by
Yeah.
Sydney.
Super low wall, little bit of a slant, but hits that angel wall. It means she's all from hanging. She didn't get any run up on it. She's just chilling. It means it takes a lot more strength than doing it off the ground. Look, she fully sets into it. Then boom, nice high set. Good full, clean landing. Almost could have pulled for a 540, and she looks stoked. Cindy Turbo is
stoked.
on fire right now. Representing Tempest Academy out of Los Angeles. Killed it. Her boyfriend David just taking her away.
And she's gone. All right. Good round of first attempts for the big trick.
All right, so they've got another round coming up next. Corbin, Ronhart. We don't know the scores yet from that first round. Judges are still putting it in place, but it looks like Corbin is getting set for his next move, which he is going up high for. I'm definitely excited to see what he throws down here. He has so many skills, great variety of techniques. All right. The judges just putting in their scores, making sure it all goes through, and then we're going to have 2 more optional attempts. So on the big move, first attempt, looks like Sydney Olsen with the 6.7 taking the women's
Very
division.
nice.
Renee with that 5.5 and Melly Hunt with a 4.9. I think Renee's would have been higher if she had stuck that landing
I
or
agree.
if she had flowed more smoothly.
Right.
Really, she probably just got level of difficulty.
She's coming from a ways up, too. It's really hard to show just how big that side gap is.
Yeah, it's a huge gap, and it is high up there. But you can see Sydney super clean, getting set for that angel full. There you go.
Such a high push off on that. That was very nice. Boom.
Yeah, and when you're doing it from the cap position, it's a lot harder to kick through that other leg. You can see how happy Cindy Turbo is after that. Love it. Yes. Corbin with a little breakdancing. At least no one can say that the athletes aren't having fun here today.
Absolutely. You can see a lot of them dancing and joking around right now. Josh Joey, ooh.
So just waiting to see those men's scores, and it is going to make a difference. I think a lot of guys want to see their score before they decide what they're going to throw for that second trick. They've got a lot of options. It really comes down to what they want to place. Okay, so they're... Looks like Corbin's going up high for his second move. There we go. He's up at the high platform.
Looks like he's going for that gap as well. Just like, so that's where Renee started from earlier. It's very high up right now, and the gap to the stage is significant.
All right, what's he setting up for here?
Even just jumping down there is scary. So.
Yeah, he's standing. What would you say that is about 15 feet up?
At least. Oh,
All right, standing. Is he gonna do the game?
No way.
Oh!
Wow!
Huge gainer, standing over the gap. Tons of power, great control, and goes straight out into that raffle.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That's the kind of transition we wanted to see Renee do out of her side flip, but Corbin did a much harder technique, much more difficult, and he did it standing.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, he carried that out. Good flow out of it into that raffle off the edge.
That's a lot of distance
So
to cover for
clean.
a standing gainer.
And look at this, so clean. Huge set over the gap. and then right into that boom raffle, and then just
So
walks
good.
out.
Walks out. No stumble
You can see the judges
at all.
shaking their head. Oh,
All right, here's the men's big move first attempt scores. Dante Grazioli with an 8.8 at the top. Zen right behind him with an 8, and then Nick Provo in third with 7.3.
yeah. So that doesn't take into account what Corbin just threw. That's just his last score.
Also, all high scores though. 7.1 was the lowest. 7.4
Wow,
was his second
7.4.
attempt. Corbin.
Great move from Corbin. Huge power. Definitely a high level of difficulty. All right, and there.
All right, we're mixing up the order.
All right. Sending out Melanie Hunt next. Representing APK and Tribe out of New York.
All right, and she's going.
All right, looks like she's going to try to hit that same move, see if she can get a little cleaner landing on it. And
Oh,
there you
much
go.
cleaner. Still had her chest down a little bit, but it was definitely a higher landing than last time.
much better landing than last time. A lot cleaner. I think judges will definitely give her some props for that.
His first form drop was worth 4.9, so let's see what his second one's worth. Good point.
She's just making sure we know she landed on her feet.
There's Daryl.
All right,
5.6.
Melanie Hunt with that 5.6. That's about 0.7 better for that better landing. So definitely made a difference for her. It puts her just edging her right in line with Renee. Let's see if Renee can hit that that side flip a little bit cleaner this time. She is doing a punch takeoff, which is definitely not giving her that distance.
Renee, are you ready?
She's just got to get herself set.
Yeah,
Looks like she's going to switch to a little bit more of a split step.
Okay.
All right, here she goes.
Really big move here. Ooh. Definitely had a bit of a harder
Look
landing
at
on that.
sass.
Yeah, she knows she didn't do as well on that second attempt as she did on her first.
I've heard that sass is the new swag.
Oh, you know it. Wait, hold on. I'm doing the snap right now. You can't see him giving Frosty some sass. Well, she still has one more attempt to clean that up. On the runway.
Look at that sass. So great, definitely a nicer landing. Or it looks like she moved up 0.1 to a 5.6, so
Yes.
definitely a little better landing. And then we got Nick Provo up next. Let's see what he hits here. Oh, I'm guessing, if I had to guess, I would say double back.
You think so?
He was warming it up. I think he's gonna, but maybe not. Maybe he's got something else in mind.
Let's see what the Jedi pulls off.
I've only seen him hit it to the mats. I haven't seen him throw it to the floor yet, but I know he's got the move. It's just a matter of whether or not he can stick it on the day.
Shaking out some nerves right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
I can only imagine.
Pulling back out.
All right, Nick
All
Provo representing Jedi Academy.
Ooh, double
heavy
back.
landing, but solid rotation. Just a little bit lower than I saw him hitting it in practice.
Right.
Probably a little bit tired, but still makes it around.
That's
You can see he doesn't get the set he had before. Throws it back just a little bit more than he probably wanted to.
Yeah, if you tucked a little
But
tighter
still
there,
gets those feet around.
I think he could definitely tuck a little tighter and get a better landing for his next attempt if he tries to go for that same move.
Let's see what the judges give him for that.
Holding on to a 7.8.
All right, so execution not as good as his Kong Gainer, so it looks like they're going to keep the 7.8 from his first run.
His Kong Gainer was cleaner. Do you think his wait no hold on? Do you think his Kong Gainer was cleaner though in the landing than his double back was?
Well, he did get to his feet before his hands.
Right. So if he can clean up that double back, that might be worth more points.
Yeah.
All right, here's Daryl.
Let's see what Daryl does. I'm going to see if he adds in that parkour style again.
All right, here goes Daryl for this big trick.
Big cat to worm back.
Oh.
So he does that plyo cat.
That's a big cat leap. That is a
Yeah.
very big cat
Again,
leap.
using those bigger parkour moves, which are definitely difficult, but we'll see if the judges give him that same love for it.
Like,
yeah, it's very difficult to see just how big that cat is.
yeah, it's like at least 8 feet out, 6 feet up. Like that's a giant cat leap. Like a lot of points there for that. Or there should at least be a lot of recognition for it. What's up? What's up, Daryl?
We'll see what the judges give him for that. 7.4 for Daryl.
There you go.
Solid score. But it looks like Nathan Weston is setting up something really, really big here.
Oh, no. I have no idea what Nate's about to do. Okay, Nate's ready. Okay, I don't know what's about to happen, folks, so let's just watch. Go for the IMAX. Oh my gosh! Nate Simpson.
Huge flip pre over the IMAX cap and then just bails that side out.
If Nate can pull that out, that will be one heck of a move.
Such a huge flip pre and then just isn't able to stick it out. So clean, really nice, and then just doesn't land that last move.
Once again, can't stress
Yeah,
how big
the
that gap
judges
is.
are definitely going to have to ding him a little bit for that bail, but the first part, the big move was so good, he could have just jumped out of it. I think he's definitely going to be going for that again on the next round.
Nate representing Parkour Visions. I can see Tyson Checker from Parkour Visions looking pretty happy over there. Oh, man. And Nate still has one more attempt.
All right, we'll see how the judges choose to tally that up because of that bail at the end. 7.5 for that bail. It's one of those opportunities where he was planning to do that side out of it, and he really should have just come out of it without it because he would have been probably a higher score.
But I don't think I've even seen him attempt that.
Yeah.
So that might have been the first time he really tried it.
All right, let's see what Sydney is. See if she might just be going for that same move again. See if she can clean it up a little bit. All right, just a little wall combo.
Nice
Choosing to go for a
combo.
little combo. I think she already has the highest female score right now, so she's just putting down a little bit of a combo. Nice, easy one for her. She's got those Trinity cart full. Yeah.
It's a clean combo.
Yeah, she's got those wall combos, tricking stuff down quite well. And I know she's still got that top score, so she didn't really have to push it on this one yet. I know she has higher level skills.
6.8.
All right, 6.8. Yeah. Yeah, Sydney Olbson, our top female competitor right now in the style competition. Let's see what Dante has to pull here. He already hit that triple cork super clean.
He's going pretty far back on the stage. You think he's trying something new?
I'm not sure.
Because he already, he did. Well, he stumbled a bit on that triple
He
cork,
did
so
stumble a little bit on the landing. He might be trying to pull it through again, but he still has the highest score, so I'm not sure if he's going to want to risk it, but we'll see.
Okay, here he goes.
Oh.
About the same as last time.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit less control than last time, so they're probably going to end up sticking with that first score.
Triple cork. Wow.
Yeah, but still, just the fact that he can just rep out those triple corks.
Right. Like think about back like a few years ago when like just doing a double cork at that same height was like a big deal.
Brian, I'm old enough when I remember doing a backflip from that height was a big deal. All right. All right. Zen coming up now. He's moving up to the top platform. Everybody excited to see Zen move up there because they know his first move was just a placeholder. He wanted to get a score on the board. They put him in second place for the big trick. Now it looks like I think he's going to be pulling that triple cork now.
Oh, I'm scared.
I saw him warming it up. He definitely has it, but I'm not sure if he's got it as clean as Dante.
Yeah.
All right, getting the crowd amped up.
Pleasing the crowd, that's good. Yeah, that silence will kill you.
Oh my God!
And
Nails
the crowd
it.
goes
Sticks the
wild.
landing. Oh my God. I think he's in tears right now.
Aw.
Perfect execution for that triple cork.
It's not even over yet. Wow, Zen Shimada with
Unbelievable.
a beautiful triple cork off the stage. Let's watch that replay. Swish, 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 swish. Boom! He just walks out. Oh my gosh. And then it hits him. Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Zen Shimada, Tokyo, Japan.
Looks like a pop star right now with that walkout. So swift.
Already voted best dressed at the 2015 NAPC. Now, most likely standing in the top of the big trick contest. Let's see that triple cork again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh.
And walks off.
Look at that crowd. Look at that
soaking
crowd.
it up.
That's what I like to see, man. That's something to remember. That's
I think the
definitely a
best
memory
part
point.
of our job is that I feel like a little person in response. Like I feel good about him landing that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I completely agree with you, Rossi.
Just unbelievable level of difficulty. Execution was on point. I don't even know if he's going to huck anything for that third one. I think he might just call it on that because I don't think he's going to be able to pull anything better than that. It was so, so tight. Wow. All right. Emotional moment for Zen, for all of us here. Super good feels going on. Just one more time, because what I say. Whew. This is why NAPC is now an international competition.
9.2.
Well deserved.
Wow.
Unreal. Zen just soaking it up right now, loving every moment.
Oh my gosh, I'm in disbelief right now. That was so pretty.
Can't
look at
even
Zen.
put it into words.
That's
if he could speak English, I don't think he would have anything he could say to us right now. So good. Every athlete just coming over to congratulate him. I'm sure Dante is feeling that now.
That was still second attempt, wasn't it?
Yeah, after Dante hugging that triple cork twice already and almost sticking it, now just to see how much love Zen is getting for it, I'm sure he wants it even more now. That's got to be hard to watch for Dante. All right, those judges, one of the hardest jobs in this whole competition, having to put these athletes up against each other. I do not know what Corbin is going for next. He's got one, each of these athletes has an optional one final move to throw down. And what do you do? How do you follow up a move like that?
Okay, here goes Corbin.
We'll see what he has set up here.
Oh!
Just a nice, super sketchy gainer to the edge, front off.
I got a little faked out there. I wasn't sure what was happening
For a
at first.
second, everybody in the world thought Corbin was going to die. But very nice run from Corbin Reinhardt.
Oh, man. Zen leading with a 9.2.
Wow. So, again, these scores are going to combine with their combo run scores. So, these are not final scores. Those are just their scores after their first attempt. They're going to be putting them together. Best score for the women so far, Sydney Olsen, by and far in first place for the women's division. Renee and Melanie tied in second, 5.6. Melanie's calling it. She doesn't want to do that worm back again. She's happy with second, as long as Renee doesn't get a higher score.
Well, it looks like Renee's going for it again.
Oh, is she? Yeah, she's making her way back over there.
It's really fun watching Renee compete. She has such a good attitude about it.
Yeah, and this move is really difficult. She was telling me she was feeling those butterflies this morning. She has not competed a lot, so this is just her making her way into the competitive circuit. But her team has a lot of great competitors on it. She's definitely been training with some great athletes, spending a lot of time with Kent Johns, which has to rub off on her.
Absolutely. All right.
There she goes, getting herself set.
Take those breaths. She's done it twice already. Let's see if she can clean it up for the third time.
Yeah. There you go, and she sticks it. Definitely going to put her at least into that second place position. We'll see if it pushes her over Sydney's.
Good job, Renee. Look at that. Great rotation. Good tuck. Spots her landing. Boom. Yeah, she's happy.
Looks like they're putting on Nick.
I think I heard 7.8.
No, I think that was Nick's last score.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not. We'll
Looks like he's going for that double back again.
How much? It was a 7.8 for Renee.
Wow, pushing her into that first place female position.
Wow.
All right, here goes Nick. He's going for that double back again.
Tuck.
Ooh, low again.
Still low.
I don't think he's going to improve on that score.
It looked a little higher than the last one, though. It didn't look as low as the last one, but still, he knows he could have did a little tighter, so. Yeah, see, he could have got a little bit of a tighter tuck in there, but still great attempt. Double back nonetheless. Onto concrete. Sure, there's like a quarter of an inch of rubber, but. All right, up next, Daryl.
All right, here goes Daryl.
Oh. That's
a little dash.
So
double step back to the rail pre. It's a big gap.
It's a big rail pre.
But without a lot of running room.
I would have loved to see what he's trying to plan to do after the rail pre, if that was the end of it or not. So he's doing a 1-2, tack off the wall to that rail pre.
Yeah, technical difficulty is there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have been as high as some of the other people, but.
Right. I mean, right out of that dash, I mean, maybe he was planning a front off the rail. I'm not really sure. So.
All right, Daryl going to be holding on to that score again.
All right, Nate Weston.
All right, Nate Weston.
Over by the judges'
I'm
table.
assuming he's going to be going for that side pre again, trying to hit side.
You've got to be right on this one. Let's see if we can get a better view here.
And again, he's having to turn that. He's doing a little bit of like a tunnel flip, mixing that front and side together, which is giving him an ability to spot his landing. It's only a few inches wide on the takeoff and landing. Oh, cranes it.
Oh.
And then turn it into a little combo.
Oh, man. Unfortunate for Nate. Still, though, that's a big move.
Yeah, especially at the end of the day after a long day of competing and a huge last round. Spots it and just comes up a little short. Cranes it actually quite clean.
It's a really good save.
Yeah, and then just turns around and then just pops off into a little back tuck.
Oh, man.
We'll see what score they give him. I think his first one had a cleaner side flip, and so they might hold on to that one. It's tough. That's going to be a judging call there. We'll see what they have to say about that. But he knows he has by and far the biggest score in that first round. Oh, yeah, I'll be sticking with that first score.
Okay. But yeah, like you were saying, he had the biggest score in the combo. So we'll see how that fares. Okay, here goes Sydney.
All right. Let's see what she's setting up for here. Oh, Raiden!
Oh.
And then just keeps going, just cuz. And adding that sass back into her run. But definitely a high level of difficulty on that Raiden. They're probably going to have to count down some of her score for the bails out of it. But really nice Raiden in, just ends up a little bit lower, back handsprings out, and then takes that step to go into inward. Those are two really difficult moves, and she over-rotated both of them.
I love the sass.
I'm telling you, man, sass is the new swag.
Yeah.
All right, she'll be sticking with her last score. That'll keep her in second for Big Trick.
All right, Dante Grazioli. Is he going to go for that triple cork again? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking he wants it. After that huge response that Zen got, it would be hard for him not to go for it. It's really, Zen put a lot of pressure on him to hit this and stick it. He can't stumble out that landing. He's got to walk off with that same confidence that Zen had.
Here he goes. Oh, same stumble.
And he's already, he's hitting such a difficult move already. The triple cork, there's only a few people in the whole world that can do that.
Absolutely.
2 of them are here in the building.
It's still such a clean move. Like, if he just stuck it. Look at that. Great lift off.
2, 3. And he's right there, just a little bit of over-rotation every time.
Just a little butt heavy on the landing.
And he was saying that it was just a little bit more height than he's used to.
All right, here's Zen Shimano for his
Dante's
third
score's gonna
attempt.
stay it. Let's see what Zen's going to say. Is he going to stick with that last one? He's calling it. So that is it.
Wait, does Zen call it?
Zen is opting out. He's sticking with that triple cork.
Okay.
Nobody came close to that.
Yeah, I can't blame him for that. I don't think I would try to do anything else after that one, too. Now, they're going to be putting together, combining the scores of the combo round and the big trick, so.
Yeah, so Nate Weston had the highest combo by over half a point, but wasn't really able to pull it together for this final trick combo. He's got a decent score on the books, something like in the 7s. So we'll have a good score. I don't know if that'll be enough to podium. And then athletes like Zen, who scored strongly, and Dante, I think they're going to end up being our top scorers. Really great competition overall. I think the level of difficulty was there all around. I love seeing that variety in the skill set. I love seeing all of the athletes pushing themselves to that level and really focusing on their control, on taking that level of difficulty and executing with excellent flow. Really seeing people having to connect things in that combo round, but also having the opportunity to really push it for really good difficulty and execution in that finals round was just amazing to see.
I can't get over that triple cork.
Just unbelievable execution.
Look at the crowd.
And
the crowd goes wild on that.
So humble, just such a great guy to see compete. He looks like he's having so much fun. He has so much style and swag when he moves that it just, it's exciting. And the fact that he came all the way from Japan just to compete here, I think makes a big difference. He shows that this competition is definitely grown to a whole new level, and I cannot wait to see what it brings next year. But as for this year, I'm so happy to have been able to call the shots on this hugely massive competition, NAPC 2015, whole new level for sport parkour.
Well said, Frosty. This is one of the most amazing events I've ever gotten the privilege to see. Some of the best athletes in both personality and skill out here today competing. Uh-oh.
And I would say that, in my opinion, best commentary and best looking commentators.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to go up and announce the winners for this event right now.
Do you think, man? All right. So Frosty's off to announce the winners and hand off the beautiful trophies. And like I said, folks, I just can't agree with him more. What an event. It's amazing to be here today. So it's camaraderie, nothing but love in the air, and some of the best moves I've ever seen in person. Just a great day. I'm so glad to say that I've been here. And honestly, I'd love to stay here and commentate more, but I got to go share some of this love. So I'll be right back. I got to go get some hugs out there. BRB.
Yeah, in a second.
All right, I'm back. Back on the live stream, I think. Yeah, what a competition, guys. Just so incredible. Once again. All right, here we go. Style, women's big move, best score. Sydney Olsen on top with a 6.8. Renee Dambley right behind her with a 6, and Melanie Hunt with a 5.6. Congratulations to all three of them. Amazing, amazing runs. Definitely stepping it up. Competition.
All right, if you guys could just give us a little bit of space here, we are about to announce the winners for the freestyle competition.
All right, it looks like the scores are tallied, and we're about to announce the final
I know this mic
scores.
looks like it's going to be super
boy.
loud, but it actually just goes to the live
right
stream.
now.
So I don't care about anybody in the audience, only about the ones watching from home. All of you out there, I'm here for you. At Frosty Fresh, Frosty's with an I. You'll find me on Instagram. I'll wait for you to type it in. It's all good. Okay, we're good. All right, so first and foremost, amazing NAPC 2015.
Round of applause for everybody here at NAPC.
Huge thanks to Rez and Tom, Derek, the whole crew here at Origins that put this on. And to our sponsors from Strike Movement who helped make this all possible. Guys, please give all of them a round of applause. These guys right here.
Yes, huge round of applause for everybody that made this possible, including Renee
And of
Scavengton
course,
and
most
Tom
importantly,
Cola.
to our amazing commentary hosts, Brian Prince and the excellently dressed Frosty Fresh.
Woo!
And now to announce our style winners, who will be receiving APK Olo shoes and APK bag,
Ooh, APK
as well
Olos.
as some very fancy glass representing the NAPC championship wins. So, first and foremost, for the style competition, best female from Los Angeles, California, Sydney Olsen. All right, in the men's division, in third place with 16.4 total, from Seattle, Washington, it's Nathan Weston. All right, now separated only by 0.3 in combined points. Our second place in the men's style division, Dante Graziolis. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Our first place finisher, voted best dressed in the whole competition, all the way from Tokyo, Japan, Zan Shimada! Guys, give it up for your 2015 NAPC Style Champion. Yeah, absolutely. So guys, please follow us on Instagram. It means a lot. The more you guys can support this event, let people know. That's how we get amazing athletes coming from around the world to support here. And make sure hashtag NAPC at Sport Parkour. Have Frosty Fresh on Instagram, just saying. And yeah, stick around, have some fun, and we'll see you next year. All right, guys, after party. It's all on. Tom's paying for drinks. All right, so this is all going to the live stream here. So how are you feeling, man? How's it feel to come
I'm
in?
feeling really good. Third place. My goal was the podium, and I made that happen, so I'm really happy. I'm glad I stayed safe, and I had a great time all the time, so it's awesome.
Crushed that combo run, 9.0, absolutely destroyed it. What happened with that side three? It looks like you had it so clean.
Yeah, the first one I went way too far, and so in my head, on the second time I went on it, I just said go up in my mind, and it went too high up, and then just decided I had to crane it, or else I would have missed it. So tried to be safe and take the bail, and try to be as safe as possible. So that's what happened.
Overall, super clean runs, amazing flow, love the level of difficulty. What's next for you?
Next for me is just training, just trying to better myself in any way I can, and continue training and just having fun. That's all I want to do.
What's the next competition we're gonna see you at? When are we gonna see you at?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe NAPC next year for sure. Ooh.
All right, good to hear it. Definitely check this guy out, Nate Weston, killing it, representing PK Visions out of Seattle, Washington. So, Oliver, one of our youngest, actually maybe our youngest competitor here. I think you and Jovi are both 15, right? How does it feel competing with some of the best parkour and freerunning athletes in the world?
Definitely one of the best feelings I've ever experienced in my life, for sure. Just being able to go up against these people and be able to qualify to compete with them was really sick, and I made a lot of friends here, and I don't know, that's all I can really say about it. I'm pretty stoked.
Where can people see more of your work? Where have you been doing?
Well, I take a lot of photos on my Instagram, but I have a YouTube channel, and you can just search my name, Oliver Causier, at youtube.com. But
awesome.
Yeah. That's about it. Thank you.
Spell your name, because it's really hard to.
Oh yeah. Well, Oliver, you guys know how to spell that, so you can sound it out. And then Causier is Cazier.
Check this guy out online. Super sick, up and coming, next generation right here. Killing it. Killing it. All right, Zen. That was an emotional moment for me, seeing you hit that triple cork. How do you feel right now?
I feel, yes, it was so exciting for me. And then, the Japanese parkour community is not getting bigger, actually, because Japanese people, many Japanese people think parkour is not for Asian. So I hope it's going to be turned them over.
I definitely think everything you showed today was very inspirational. What can we look forward to seeing next from you?
Next? Yeah, it's out of motion.
Out of motion. All right. Definitely check out this guy. He's picking up his social media game. Tons of great photos and new videos coming out. Can't wait to see it. Congratulations. Anything you want to say to the people back home?
応援してくれてありがとう。
Awesome. So happy. I'm so happy you made it. I'm so happy you made it here. It meant so much to see you to be here.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was one of the reasons I wanted to be here was to see you compete. So I'm so happy you made it out and so happy you ended up competing. Such a good experience. Now just soak it up. You're so good. So good. Awesome. What's up, buddy? So, first place in skills and speed. How's it feel, Manham?
Manham, is that my new name? It's pretty good. Feels pretty good. I'm really happy about this year. I did everything I wanted to. I didn't slip up on pretty much anything, and yeah, that's rare for me. Usually I like fall on a speed course or something, and I just pulled it through and had fun.
What do you attribute this newfound success to?
Focus and training more. I think like last year I had only been training a little bit during those weeks, and I don't know, I wasn't as passionate about it, I guess. But recently I've been training like really consistently, and so I just was on point when I came and just pulled it out really.
I've noticed that you're traveling a lot. You just went to Europe for a big trip, and I heard you're about to do a little tour, maybe?
Yep, I just came back from the MERM tour that we did in Europe, and we made like a documentary, so look out for that. Just follow the MERM page. We don't have a name for it yet, but we're still editing it, and yeah, then we're joining the Storm Tour. Kai Willis invited us on that, so me and Brandon and Knox for a little bit, so the MERM guys again on another tour, so should be fun.
Great. We're looking forward to see more media from you guys, and try to see what's the next place we can see you guys competing at.
Ooh, next place. I don't know if there are any more competitions.
This might be it for speed comps for the year,
yeah,
huh?
I think those are it. Speed comps. I dabble in style next year. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, could we see a return of Dylan Baker to the free running world?
Since Jump City, since I've done any styles comps, so we'll see how that goes.
As if you haven't dominated enough parts of this sport. Thanks a lot. All right, well, you heard it here first. Dylan Baker looking to mess up style for the rest of us.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
I'm here with Alyssa Serpa and Cindy Olsen, our two female champs in speed and style. Ladies, how you feeling?
I'm feeling so privileged and honored to have run these courses with the athletes that are here today. Everyone competed at such a high level. I'm also so glad that we had a women's division this year. I feel like every single woman that was here just really brought it and threw down. I was so glad to see it.
Oh, yeah, totally. And, you know, one of the things Brian and I talked about with Rez before this is you guys compete on the same course at the same time as all the guys. There's no difference. And honestly, your times and your scores were right up there with it. How does it feel competing against top-level free runners and shirts from around the world?
Oh, my gosh, it feels so great. I'm so blessed and honored to just be here with all these athletes. And even to take home first in the style division, is insane. It's like a dream come true. So it's just so much fun. And I was just glad to be here. And it wasn't even about the winning or the competition. It was about doing what we love together as a group. And Alyssa had said earlier, and I just love this quote, she said that we're all fans of each other. And we are, because we all follow each other on social media. We got to finally meet each other and all that. Alyssa and I actually competed last year together. She did the speed and I did the style. And again, it was just it was crazy just to be able to, come back and do it again. Yeah.
I definitely think, Alyssa, watching you go out, actually just listening to you go out, I could hear the crowd going nuts. How does it feel to take first on your own home turf?
Oh, it feels really wonderful. Obviously, I'm involved with a lot of what goes on here at Origins, and I'm close friends with Tom and Renee, and I know how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into organizing this event. So this event means a lot to me. So to place at this event is already means so much, and then just to hear the crowd roar louder than I'm hearing for other folks, it's amazing. It must be that little Vancouver label in the program that got me those cheers, but I was so pumped for it, for sure.
I was definitely pumped. Well, Sydney, since the last time you could be here, you've moved to Los Angeles. How's it been taking it to a new city, training with Tempest? What's that like for you?
Amazing. I've definitely improved a lot. I've stepped up my game so much recently, just training with Tempest in general, and getting to live in Los Angeles and follow my dreams and do stunts and be able to do free running professionally. It feels really good.
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more from both you ladies. Congratulations again. Yes, Cindy Turbo. Awesome. Awesome. All right, where should I go next? Oh, hey, Dante.
How's it going?
I'm doing great. How you feeling right now, Dante?
Feeling pretty good, obviously.
Yeah, I know you hit a huge drop. That triple cork was gnarly. How are you feeling after taking that impact?
I'm not gonna lie, the impact did suck. That wall's really high, but my heels are just a little sore, obviously, but I'm fine. So I'm pretty stoked. Yeah.
So it was great seeing you compete in multiple events today. I was really excited to see you in the skills, but of course I want to see you in freestyle. How do you feel leading up to your your recently qualified for Art of Motion spot?
It feels really good. Honestly, for me, it doesn't matter how I do there. Being able to get the trip and go hang out with all those people and have that experience, that's winning enough for me. So that's what I'm really happy about, and like, I'm just really excited to go, obviously.
Absolutely. So what do you think you're going to do in your training between now and then?
To be fair, I don't know, and I probably won't be training too much. I might be doing a little bit of maintenance work, just making sure I have everything still consistent, but I don't think I'm going to be trying to really push myself that much, to be honest.
Awesome. So taking it easy, chillaxing, getting healthy, and working on continuous laches.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dante. No, definitely not a buster. Definitely threw down today. Really great work. It was amazing to see you, as always. Well done, Mr. Grazioli. Good work. See him in Santorini. So, Corbin, your first time competing ever in an international competition. You came in 4th place against some of the top freerunners in the world. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great, man. I mean, even for my first competition, it's just such a good experience, and I just loved it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Oh, is that? Oh, did I lose signal? Okay.
You're just too much for the camera to handle. The audience is just blown away by it.
Yeah, see. That one's going? All right. Yeah. Hi, people. How are you? Okay.
So, training at Tempest, you're definitely always surrounded by really high-level athletes. How do you train for an event like this?
Well, usually they come around during the pro takeover, so that that they always come down for that. But other than that, there's a lot of good people at Open Gym that I just train with and try to keep my own flow while I'm doing it. You can always fall into somebody else's style, so that's what I'm trying to work on all the time, just trying to keep my own style and try to be an original.
What can we look forward to seeing next from Corbin?
Oh, man. I'm just looking to get better, more international competitions,
Maybe a video?
Maybe a video every once in a while, exactly.
That would be exotic for you.
No, that would be great. That would be great.
You're definitely one of the most unknown talents in this competition right now. I think a lot of people were blown away by what they saw, and we're all, myself included, looking forward to what we see next.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, this is Frosty Fresh signing out from NAPC 2015. We're here in Vancouver, BC at Origins Parkour. We're shutting it down here, kicking these people out, but amazing experience once again. Please be sure to tag any pictures or anything you have at hashtag NAPC at Sport Parkour. Check us out. Follow us for more updates, more behind-the-scenes media, and more coverage about next year's amazing event. Once again, I'm Frosty Fresh at Frosty Fresh with an eye on Instagram. Check us out. Me and Brian. Yeah, that's super comfortable.